Hey, how are you guys doing, man? Yes, a bit late today, but I think I'm gonna stick to this timing moving forward because in this country, apparently everybody jumps on YouTube at the time I want to stream. Not to watch me. I wish they would. I mean, seriously, guys, just come on YouTube and watch me if you're in the same country as me. I tend to keep a really low profile in this country. Hi, Shane, how are you, man? How's the week been? Well, it's been interesting. Lots of things happening in the house. The missus went out with her friends today, and she came up pretty late. Alfo, welcome to the squad, man. How are you? How are you? Whoa, man, you're in the chat. Hey, Mark, how are you, man? Everything is good. Missus went out today. She was supposed to come home a few hours ago. She told me she was going to join her friends, have drinks at about 4 in the afternoon. And, well, she was still drinking at about 10 in the evening. So she obviously had a good time. So I'm happy for her. But I looked at her face just now when she came home and she was looking so fine. What are the notable changes in the patch? Wow, that's what we're going to find out today. Basically, when it comes to the patch, guys, I mean, I can take a look at the patch notes. They're all in the patch notes. I'm just going to read the patch notes to you. But the notable changes, right? That's the one we're all worried about. How will it affect some of the tactics? Now, I had a GIF that I shared with my friends on Discord a couple of days ago, where I said I'm going to develop the super keeper tactic. Okay. This was prior to the latest patch because I was I was testing something and I managed to get my keeper to pass the ball to the winger. The winger took it down amazingly well. And then he played the pass straight to the striker. Striker scored the goal. There was no way to defend against that. And it was part of the problem with the keepers. So I said, oh guys, I've come up with a super keeper tactic. And I scored 2 goals exactly like that in the game. So the thing about patches is this. As I do look at people's saves. Yeah. Those extraordinary saves which produce extraordinary results. Yes, they take a look at those kind of saves. And guys like CJ, you're going to make sure those tactics don't work. If they're exploiting something, and mine did. Mine certainly exploited something. I was happily exploiting stuff in the edge. I was like, wow, this sounds like fun. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, long throws, look, people complain about long throws. I want to complain about short throws. But the problem with throw-ins is this, right? Highlights always start somewhere, have to start somewhere. So they like to find a natural point for the highlights to start from, and inevitably they start from more than anything else or throw in, because they tried something 2 years ago, and I went like, holy cow, this highlight is long. So they had to change the style because it was a 50-second highlight for one highlight. One highlight was 50 seconds long on extended, and the damn thing felt like a movie, man, after a while. So they had to shorten it. So yeah, it's a challenge for these guys. What about the other notable things that I noticed? Okay, Nugents. Now, I think Portugal. I think some of the rule changes didn't make it. I think there are some things that didn't happen. Um, I am not entirely sure if there's an issue with statistics. I'm enjoying the game though. I have to admit one thing. As far as the engine is concerned, I'm loving every moment of it. I'm enjoying it because I can play these balanced tactics. I can play control tactics. I can play counter attacking tactics. That's a lot of fun, right? Um, for once, I don't feel like I don't know. Maybe I will in a month's time. I'll be gaming the machine again, but I don't feel it's the same anymore. Yeah. How do you guys feel? Crosby, how are you, man? Mark Noon, hey, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Glad you're back. Tomislav, I'm on. Derek Lowe, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Today was the time to renew membership. Oh, was it, Alpha? Thanks for renewing the membership, man. What time is it that? It's right now, midnight. Normally I stream at 6 p.m. my time, which is the reason why I always say I'm gonna go and pick up my kids, right? Or my kids are coming home. Now my kids are like, I mean, they're dreaming of cotton candies and they're dreaming of Santa Claus and whatever they want to dream of, that kids dream about nowadays. FM, look, Tomislav, okay, for me, okay, look, everybody has their way of playing the game or their. I don't know how FM Arena is testing the tactics, right? Yeah, I have no idea. I won't say too much because I've seen people test tactics by zeroing the attributes, meaning they baseline the attributes, right? And then they go and test the tactic out. That doesn't make any sense to me. The game doesn't play that way. So why you taking the game out of its natural situation and doing something unnatural with it just to prove a point? I'm like, duh. That's like the daftest thing I've ever heard of. Right, okay. Then we've the tactic test, which take one tactic, right? And then they run it over a couple of seasons. They can run it over one season. And then they come up to this conclusion that this tactic is great. Then I'm going, but doesn't the AI change tactics? Doesn't the AI change? Don't you have tactical instructions? Doesn't it do all that? Now why are you not doing it? Isn't that, again, not the same thing? So I discussed this with the developers as well, and they said, nah, it's not realistic. And we bandied about what would be an ideal way of testing the tactics, right? So I suggested a method, and they said, now this would be closer. However, it still needs a human to play it. You see, you can simulate so much, but ultimately, you gotta find somebody who's playing the game, right? He has to play the season through. Right? Or he has to play it for a significant amount of time. But then again, you're not testing the tactic, you're testing the person. So yeah, I mean, I think you can test for a solid tactic, meaning whether it's a balanced tactic, whether it's a decent tactic, whether there are any particular holes with the tactic. Yeah, you run it for against the different types of teams, and I've seen people do that as well. So they test it versus a set of teams, and then they kind of like come to a conclusion about whether it's balanced now or whether the tactic is okay. I did something similar, right? I went and tested a tactic to see how it do against top 6, bottom 6, and mid 6. And then I tested the same tactic against multiple formations, but it was a hell of a test because it took a really long time. And I told myself, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore because it's very time consuming. So I don't know. I think at the end of the day, you have to be the judge yourself. So my suggestion has always been, you don't have to download. I mean, you can download a tactic. I mean, I upload tactics, so naturally I would be very hypocritical if I say don't download tactics, right? So go out there, pick a tactic, learn from it, learn why he does it the way he does it. And it is really good if this tactic creators came out with some explanation as to how it's meant to play, what transitions are supposed to happen. Like RDF, right? Okay, now I like RDF a lot. Now, the reason why I like RDF a lot and his tactics a lot I mean, I'm not here to judge his tactics, right? So, but I like his approach because he takes the time to play the season, and then what he does is he actually explains what he expects to see, right? And then when you play the tactic itself, you kind of know what you're supposed to see as well, and that kind of helps you along the way. So that's my personal point of view. I mean, I'm not trying to cast shade on anybody, right? So everybody has their own way of appreciating the game. So it's like, it's very tough for me to go out there and say, oh, this is bad, this is good. I refuse to do that, right? So me, on the other hand, I have my own way. I play it. And I suggest you guys do the same. So you can make assessments, because I'm going to release 2 tactics, right? I think I've already released one. It's going to come out FM Scout. Because I kind of like STEM at FM Scout for a long time, so I wanna help FM Scout out. So I'm releasing a few tactics where I said FM Scout in the next couple of months, weeks rather, months. And then I'm releasing another tactic called a gripper. I'm releasing a gripper. I'm releasing my Christmas tree tactic. Yes, in time for Christmas, yo! Christmas time. This tactic coming just for you. Yes, and that's gonna come out on FM Scout. So I try to explain these tactics, and I'm not trying to spend too much time explaining them, because, you know, there's a guy somewhere out there that just wants me to get on with it. Just get it done, will you? So yeah, so I wanna cut those things a bit down as well. My speaking volume is quite low. Wow. I think I know why that is the case. How's that now? Should be better. I made a mistake with one of the routed it a bit wrongly. I think I routed it wrongly. Let me check something else. Yeah, it should be fine now, right? Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, Ian McIntosh, yeah. What kind of attributes are required to break the press? Good attributes. That's what I think. I think good attributes are needed to break the press. Like, to break the press. That means somebody's pressing you and get around it. Composure, passing, decisions, acceleration. Play a different tactic. That's usually a good idea. Because if somebody's pressing you a lot and you are trying to get out of that, then something has to be done. Attributes are not going to be enough, man. You got to come up with a different plan to get the ball out. So sometimes I suggest kicking the ball, asking your keeper to play out to the flanks. Maybe they're very high up the pitch. They might be leaving space behind, right? So you might want to try something else. So attributes are not going to solve your problem. I did make a Dark Phoenix. I did make a video on set pieces and how not to concede a lot of goals from corner routines. I just did that. What do you? My mouth is. Am I louder now? Just in case. I mean, I'm not speaking louder. Just like bloody hell. Hey, I hope I'm louder. Yeah, it should be coming out now. What attributes do you recommend for the control block? Well, for the control block, it's really simple, right? Okay. What do you want to do with the control block is you want to wait. Depends on the tactic that you have. That's the important thing, right? Okay. It really depends on the tactic you're using. Generally, when you play a control block, you want your players to win the ball in their own half, and then you want to hit them on the break. So you're looking at positioning, you're looking at tackling, you're looking at bravery, you're looking at determination, and you're looking at teamwork. These are the 5 core attributes then, right? These are the 5. So you're looking for everybody within the half to do that. Now, the ones outside, the ones who are, left with the counter-attacking responsibilities, then you want acceleration, you want passing, you want dribbling, you want first touch, you want agility. You want these players to get away as quickly as they can. Not spend too much time going, hey man, Give me some 5-10 minutes and I'll get up the pitch with the ball, eh? No, that's not going to work. So it's like you're creating this set. And the other thing about your training as well, you're going to be doing a lot of defensive set piece trainings as part of, the defensive corner routines, right? You're going to do a lot of that. I'll just say this much. Just add it every week. That's it. Forget about it. Don't even take it out, right? Just leave it there. Because it improves the marking, anticipation, and positioning of the whole team. Now, and you're sitting there going, yeah, right, I know you're sitting there, right? I know you're sitting there going, marking? My strikers don't need marking. Of course they need marking. Right? They're supposed to come back and help you defend. They can't defend if they don't know how to mark. So they need 1 or 2 points for marking at least, man. Oh yeah, I know. I think earlier I'm a bit look. I was concerned about my wife, and hope she doesn't hear this because I think she might. Because one thing about my wife after she drinks, right, is this: she's got the hearing. Man, she's got sonic powered hearing. That's what she's got. She can hear a pin drop in the neighbor's house. How does setting OIs for specific positions work? I have them set up, but sometimes my ass man still tells me to set. So, look, the ass man, there's a reason why we call him ass man. We don't call him assistant manager. We've been calling him ass man for the last couple of years. That's the reason why, right? So just ignore the ass man, okay? Just let it go. Man, the guy is such a dude. I mean, seriously, sometimes the ass man comes to you and tells you this, right? He tells you, we cannot let the striker get away. We should hard tackle him. Then you go and listen to it, this ass man, and you hard tackle the striker. The striker comes, you hard tackle him, you give up a penalty. The other time, you're playing a DM-based system, right? And the ass man says, and they're playing with inside forwards. Ass man comes up to you, we should show the player, onto his weaker foot. And you listen to the ass man and you go and click on the weaker foot. And you know what happens? The guy who's coming at you has got 2 feet. I mean, they all have 2 feet. Not 2 feet. They play him inside when they should be playing him out. Right? So instead of you showing them wide, which was your intention all along, now what you do is come into my center, baby. What is wrong with me today? It's because my wife went out for drinks and I was left alone at home with the contractor. I'm frustrated. Yeah. So I would not leave it to the aspect. I when it comes to OIs, you need to learn what OIs do. That's the first thing. Secondly, think about the OIs. Easiest OIs are tight marking. Easiest OIs are hard tackling. The not so easy OI is show on 2 foot. That is an OI you want to be careful of, because that particular OI can work against you. So what I normally do is, because sometimes I don't know if that player has got a strong left foot or a weak right foot. You think I've been spending my entire season staring at his feet? So I just ignore that OI and I watch the game, right? I watched the game and he's always cutting inside and I'm going like, what am I going to do? Okay. All right. So he's always cutting inside. Maybe I'll hard tackle the bugger before he can come inside. Makes a lot more sense, right? Just hard tackle the guy. Just break his legs in half and just tell him to just stay out there. Don't come inside anymore. That's the plan I usually take. Hey, Colin, how are you, man? Risky Pradana, how are you? I thought you just gave it. Hold on. Am I suffering from some kind of time effect? You were just there. Oh, Risky. Now you say hello to me because you can hear my voice, is it? Has the new Emmy changed the game? I've not had a chance to play with new patch. Have any of it? I mean, yeah, Firestorm just became Snowstorm. Because the tactic, I think, was in a file that got sent to SI. So they must have played with the tactic for a while. Go we gotta nuke this, we gotta nuke this, we gotta nuke this. But apparently Firestorm doesn't work anymore. I'm gonna still try. It's Firestorm, right? It scores those brilliant goals, but we're still gonna try. Which is what we're gonna do on today's show, guys. Today's show, we're gonna start right now. We're gonna take a look at the patch. We're gonna look at the tactics. I'm also gonna share with you an idea I have for Moneyball Football coming up very, very soon.
nostalgic. Welcome to the show.
Here we go, guys. Right. Okay. So, first up, Moneyball. Right. So I kind of like the concept of Moneyball, but applying it to FM is a bit more challenging. And I like to try things out with Moneyball because things like, how do you know whether a player is good enough for you to sign him, right? So stuff like that. So what I did was I've created this view called Performance View Compact. It's because I need to make it a bit more compact because it wouldn't fit on the screen. So I'm not very original with names. Okay, so I created this view. So basically, okay, I'll explain this view very soon, but this is not the purpose. This is not here. I'm more interested in this view for this page. Okay, so this is my Moneyball shortlist. Okay, so key pass. Wait, hold on. Have I got everything in here? It's supposed to key passes per 90, pass percentage, passes per 90 use. There's still another one missing here. Okay, I'm still working on this, right? So customize current view. Passes completed over 90 minutes, right? I need that number as well. Passes completed per 90 minutes next to key pass per 90 minutes. So I have to put this after appearances. Okay, so it pops in here. Key passes completed per 90, key passes per 90, pass completion ratio. It's not so bad. Cross completion ratio. I mean, okay, let's just look for creators, right? So and let's not make it too complicated. When there are too many things, it's very complicated. So clear-cut chances created. This is a raw number. I don't want a raw number because the idea here is I'm looking for help with an Excel spreadsheet or Tableau. What I want to do is extract these numbers, put it onto something, and then what we have in tactics, right? If you go to your team report, we have this, right? Attacking efficiency to do a similar one for analyzing players. I got this idea. It's not an original idea. Okay, it's not my idea. You know who I got it from? And I credit him for this work because you guys should go and read his stuff out. Because I was thinking of doing this, but it was Matty Lewis that gave me this idea. Okay, so let me just show you his page. Second monitor. His handle is Magnus Steinklassen. Okay, he's on Twitter, right? So he did this FM21 using data to aid recruitment. So he's done this really cool. I'm gonna link this into chat so you guys can see it soon. So he harvested the data. Okay, and he's got plot points for everything, right? So even I put it. He's using Tableau. I love Tableau, but the thing is, I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, right? So I'm gonna try and do it myself, but I'll have to look at it very soon. So essentially, it's a way for him to analyze how good a player is, right? For example, this player has got shots. Some of shots over 90 is basically shots per 90, right? So okay, total shots per 90 is like a ratio, right? So this guy has commits a lot of shots per 90, and then like Golovin, right, over here, he's got a heck of a lot of shots he commits, right, but his XG is very low. That means he doesn't create a lot of good quality chances. Whereas like players like Dimitri Payet, right, who get a lot of shots in a match, right, per 90 minutes, like something like 1.90 would mean like he's got about 2 shots per half, then he gets the ratio of about 11 XG per game. Now this is interesting because it'll help you recruit players. I mean, like you look at players, because you got a baseline and everything, which is the reason why I was only looking for key pass per 90, so that you can divide them and you can get a ratio, right? So that's the plan behind it anyway. So yeah, so my goal is I want to do something very Moneyball related. Yeah, so I'm toying with the idea of doing something like it's an easy way, right? So basically, you're looking for, because you got to look at this number, right? This ratio, and then you've got to take this ratio, key passes per 90 minutes, right? And see what the number is. Like if he's got a high key passes per 90 minutes and a high goal ratio, is not so bad. So like this guy, like right now, Knockout has been absolutely sensational. Look at this. Key passes per 90 minutes has been 3.21. Right. Okay. So when I look at the other metrics, he's been really outstanding this season. Clear-cut chances he's created 2, is 1 assist, but check out this out. His goals has been 6. His expected goals was only 3.4. He commits like 2 shots per game. So for 2 shots per game, his return is almost 4 goals, right? Sorry, Expected was supposed to be 4 goals. He gets 2 out of 6. Now, the question then becomes, are these XG numbers, accurate? So I don't want to go there. Right. I just want to watch the game, and if it doesn't feel accurate, because I know that sometimes the match stats are not reporting the same numbers as XG, because then they're not working their way to this. They're not working their way to the same. The item right at the top. It's not equal. How do I explain this? Because I remember there was some games where the XG numbers didn't make sense, and I reported to SI. Then I got a explanation of one of those things, and it made sense at that time. But I'm paying a lot of attention to this. I'm going to be playing these matches, and I've been watching him play as well. So whenever I watch him play, it makes sense. These numbers actually seem logical because he has been absolutely sensational for me knockout this season. Like, he's almost impossible to stop. I am from America 15. Hey, how are you, man? Why no more streams on Twitch? That's one of those things, man. Here at least my streams get saved and people can watch them again. I can put them in a playlist. People can actually view them again. Yeah, that's why it's easier that way. Just got halfway point season 2 ADO Den Haag. Yeah, and a lot of my regular viewers were asking for me to take the Twitch streams, right? Edit them down and put them back here. So I was thinking to myself, wow, seriously, that's a lot of work, right? So I got to cut down, edit them down, and put them on top. So that means I'm doing a Twitch stream, I'm doing a re-edit of a Twitch stream, and I'm also doing regular content. Plus, I'm doing other stuff on Discord. I'm doing 3 shows on Discord already. So yeah, I had to make a decision whether Twitch is now going to be a once a week thing. Yeah. It's not no more streams. It's just once a week on Sundays now. Using the tactic you came up with, the low block Jahid, was actually quite good. Yeah. Against low block, use wider width. You don't have much short passing will help and defend. Oh, yeah. It depends, right? There's so many ways to play the low block. Yeah. What's your favorite improvement in the new patch? I think the best improvement in the new patch is the bloody corners, man. Remember, you saw do you guys remember the joke about the last show, the last Twitch stream we did, right? Oh, sorry, the last YouTube stream we did. It was very funny, right? Remember that Celtic and Dundee United match, right? Where I sat down and went to a huddle because I just wanted to test something out. I want to see how my corner routines would do. Well, 24 corners in one game is extreme. So it was a perfect way to test the corner routine out. We didn't concede a single goal from the corner. But those kind of things are not going to really happen anymore because you're not going to be able to generate those numbers because in the previous match engine, that was all that would happen, right? They can't cut back. They bloody go out for a corner all the time. How many times were people getting annoyed? I was getting annoyed. Oh man, I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, YouTube is way better than Twitch as well. Yeah, it is better on Twitch. Sorry, it is better on YouTube. And I've got my community here, right? You guys, you wonderful people, you. Plus, I think I'm gonna do some more interrelated content right here on the channel. So I'm planning to do something else. This Moneyball one is something I'm gonna do because I'm trying to find my niche still for FM21. How do you get a player to have high key passes per game? Again, it's a tactic, right? It's got to be the tactic because what you need to do is you need to give him options to pass. You need to create, and this is the important thing, right? Overloads. You have to create overloads. When he creates successful overloads, you also see a high number of passes because the creative players will always play the pass out to the guy on the flank. He's unmarked. The moment he becomes unmarked, it's a key pass. That's it. All right, let's go. Let's see. So if we're analyzing this, I'll show you how I analyze this, right? So because eventually what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll go to the short list, right? So I want to look for players to purchase, right? Sometimes you don't have to spend so much money on a player. So this kind of stuff, I don't think I have an analyst report in yet. So I'll have to go report, assign scouting pool, get scout report. See, this knowledge level is 100. I got everything on him. Career stats. He's in Tianjin. Hasn't made a single appearance. That is why we don't have anything on. So it's because he's in China. Gee, Colos. Where is he? Is he in China as well? What the hell is going on with all these players? Birmingham hasn't made a single appearance yet. So sometimes you don't have appearances to judge a player. Like this guy also hasn't made any appearances yet. So if I were to look at these players, I'm looking for a fullback right now. So now I'm gonna have this plan moving forward to start using something like this to scout for players. When will you do a lower league save? I don't know yet. I'm planning to do a challenge of sorts. Right, I'm going to be doing a challenge of sorts. But a lot of people are asking me questions about training and tactics and stuff. And sometimes when you do a lower league save, you can't really help them. The purpose of these streams is not for me to play a lower league save. I'll probably do like a lower league save, a show. I edit it and I'll put it out for you guys, right? If you guys want that. But to do a stream, usually I end up answering. This is what happens on my streams. Okay, you guys come in, you guys ask me a question about tactic, and then for me to explain it, I have to play a tactic that's like it, and I end up, doing that. So it's kind of hard to do it with an LLM site going, okay, so you want to play a 3-4-3. Okay. Then my brain goes, how the hell am I going to get my boys to play a 3-4-3? They can't even pass 10 yards. Now you want them to pass half the length of the pitch? You see what my dilemma is. All right, guys, let's go. Okay, so now so I've got this tactic called Gaia's Diamond, right? And I've got this tactic called Forest, which I haven't really named it yet. Then I've got this tactic called Agrippa. This is the Agrippa system. All right, so, but this is slightly modified to the Agrippa system. The Agrippa system is coming out tomorrow, this weekend or tomorrow. And then my Christmas tree formation is coming out as well on FM Scout. So this is a formation I'm toying with. It's a balance. It's a control block. So I'm aiming to hit them on the counter attack. The only thing that is bugging me, but it still works in this team, is these positions and this anchorman. Whether an anchorman is the right move, but because I want to be very defensive, I went with an anchorman. But we'll find out. Our next match is going to be against Middlesbrough away from home, which is going to be interesting. Away at home, see, when a team is on this kind of a run, right, you play a more attacking tactic. But the question is, how long can they be on this? I mean, sometimes you go like, okay, will they bounce back from this run? 18-1, so they're underperforming. Injury league table. But they only have 2 injuries to speak about. So yeah, we'll just try it out, man. How do you get the wingers on the ball more in a counter-attacking tactic? First up, with a 4-3-3, it's so important for you to create space for those wingers. So they can receive the ball, they attack the space, but they're not going to attack the space. Like a lot of people, I mean, if you go a counter-attacking tactic, right, you gotta draw them in by, sometimes what I like to do is I like to give up space on the flanks. Then their fullbacks will come up. When the fullbacks come up, then they only got 2 centre-backs left, right? That means there's space on the pitch. Then when you win the ball, you quickly do a direct pass out to the flanks. So your tactic has to incorporate some direct passing. So I've got this direct, standard, pass into space. I'm going to try and draw this team in, playing mixed crosses because I don't see the point of playing anything else. And we're going to draw them into here and hope to hit them on the break. My only issue I have right now is this rule. Or this rule. Because Knockout has been playing brilliantly. And I don't mind IF on support. Why? Because an IF on support is actually... an IF on support is an attacking a higher mentality than the rest. You see, he's attacking. This guy is attacking as well. It's like they are the same mentality, but one is on support, one is on attack. How do I make the AML hug the offside line when attacking? They keep dotting, they keep doing build-up play. Attack duty. That's one. Yeah, get them. They have to be on attack duty. If they're on support duty, then you got to look at things like, are you your line of engagement as well? Were they too deep? Yeah. Yeah, were they on support roles? No, you don't put them all on. Okay, you don't look at mine, right? Okay, you look at. You have to watch the game. This part you have to watch the game, right? This is like a deep block counter attacking, low block counter attacking tactic, and the first highlight is who's attacking who. Dick Steele. We know who to sign, guys. We got Bola, which means ball in Malay. He's standing beside Dick Steele. Man, how weird can this game get, man? In Asia, this is balls. This is Dick Steele. It's Dick Steele and ball. How am I going to beat this team when I'm going to be laughing half the time? So this is a corner routine that we defended and we scored a goal. Yay. That was fast. Okay. Sorry guys, that was super fast. I gotta cut off the highlight. This is what I mean by setting up your corner routines properly. This is why my corner routines I did the video on yesterday, right? This was super fast. It's the importance of having your 3 players. But this is just ping pong inside the box, unfortunately for them. They just couldn't. They were all in the wrong position when they got back. Okay, so we come out of this. I want to show you this view because this view will explain what I'm trying to get to about being compact. And then when you hit, right, you're depending on, depending on this guy, but I'm more like, this is the attacking playmaker, right? So this player has got to play a lot of like, he's got to be doing the grunt work. And then we got this guy who's actually going to just stay in this position. So that anchorman is not going to drift too far away. Yeah, there we go. Playmaker again wins the ball. They got no space. They can barely come through our sides. But I don't mind this guy tracking back, right? I don't mind him tracking back because the further away he is, right? Because he's got very good acceleration. When he takes these players on, they're going to be in trouble because his acceleration is very, very, very fantastic. I don't know what to think of your tactic because I haven't seen your tactic. Samba. McKenna, come on, let's go a bit faster. This is not my normal speed. Guys, this is my normal speed. Okay, for just FYI, this is how I play my game, right? People always ask me, how do you finish your season so fast? If you only knew. Okay. All right, let's go, babies. Let's go. So far, no shots on target. This is one of those hilarious games. I can't help it. I have a sense of humor, okay, when I play this game. I get 0.06 XG for the game. I'm proud of it because all I wanted them to do was attack me. Hey, that's what I wanted to do, and I got it. So I was proud of myself. Of course, yeah, I do want to score and win, but that particular game was, I want to find out how my corner routines are doing. The only time is during that period of time when, they hadn't fixed the corner patch yet. So this is my Gaia's Diamond. This is a joke. Hey, that means we were lucky. This is not my corner routine, idiot. I thought I loaded my corner routine. Dundee United. Bang. Let's go. This is supposed to be my corner routine. Now that knowing the irony of this game, I'm going to screw myself up because it was here. That idiot. I didn't copy it across. Okay, Forest Corner is this one. Okay, so I got to go in to this guy because I just changed the tactic. Okay, load all routines. Dundee Firestorm, no. Let's go to this one. Okay, save all routines. Let's go and then load all routines into Gaius. There we go. Bang. Done. Now you come back. I hate this part of the game. I really, really do. Done. Okay, DCL, DCR, you here, you're here, you are useless, come here. You just as bad. Okay, you're here. Okay, done. Landmark. Done. Right. Okay, yes. Tung 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 tung. Okay. Done. Better not have long throws in here, man. Why are you here? All right. Hey, Mr. K, how are you, man? Yeah, actually zero because it's on goal. Hey, we just scored another goal while I was doing a set piece. I'm sorry, guys. This game is bugged. I don't believe it, man. What the hell is going on? Oi, show me a highlight before that. Can we go comprehensive highlights now? Okay, defended well. Okay, Graban takes it away, then puts it out to touch. Graban is not the fastest player. He's a striker forward, is it? So that corner routine is wrong. It should be a knockout leading the charge, not Graban. I wish the corner routines would be easier to do. Meaning, I know who's leading the charge after I defend. It's always going to be knockout. Knockout. This is knockout. Knockout. Knockout is on the right. Yeah. Okay, this is correct. Okay, it should be knockout leading the charge, not the guy. Is it a Joe Lolly or knockout? The corners are getting results. Okay, good, man. Very simple setup for the corners. A lot of people don't know that you only need two players to actually mark the corner routines if you're bold, right? If you're not so bold, if you're not so, like with Forest, I'm not so bold, But I wanted to do that against Celtic because I want to see, like, really, I mean, Celtic, Dundee United, Dundee United want to defend with only two players like this. This is going to be a challenge. So I wanted to test it out against Celtic, and it worked really well. So, even I believe that even two are enough, right? Two are enough. So you don't need more than two to do the near post and the far post. If you don't feel so secure, then do what I just did, which is I put four. But the key is not those. The key is those four positions. The two man marking who are the blockers, and to score goals off the counter, you need three of them. You don't need to put two of them in front because that's overkill, right? What you really need is just the two players at the edge of the box, because not only do they help you with scoring goals or the counters, they also do something like block the long shot. I know, I got a perfect set piece hat trick today. It's like timing, right? We just did a corner routine. Now we got 3 set piece goals and I haven't really attacked them yet. This is my defensive tactic, guys. It's meant to do sneaky stuff like that. I think this Middlesbrough are feeling particularly aggrieved today. It's funny, you know. I mean, but to me, the game, I like the game. I'm not saying that the game is there are no problems with the game. There are always going to be problems, but at least we're not Cyberpunk 2077. Can you imagine you're playing Cyberpunk right now on PlayStation 4 and you're thinking your mommy decides, oh, my son has been looking forward to buying Cyberpunk 2077 for Christmas. I'm going to go to Steam to buy the game for him. Honey, you would love Cyberpunk. I'm going to buy the game for you for Christmas. Your mom goes and brings out her credit card and she puts it down and she discovers, Cyberpunk is no longer available on the Steam shop because they yanked the game off. Sony yanked the game off. First game they did the nuclear option for. Can you believe it? Because apparently it only works on the super high systems, right? I mean, my computer can play Cyberpunk pretty okay. But PS4, man, what a con job that turned out to be. Yeah, this is what I mean, right? Look at that. We create the overload, the wingback is free to make the cross. This is something that you have to aim for. How do I get the overload? How did I get the overload in this one? The overload is very simple, right? Play focus play to the middle. I've been saying it since day one. If you want to get overloads, right now, FM21 makes this so easy to do. It's unbelievably easy. You need to be a complete dodo, seriously, not you, but I have to be a complete dodo if I can't get it to work. Not you. Trust me, it's not you. Alright, there we go. Overload, nice. Parking their bus there. Welcome to Gaia's this is the Gaia's Diamond. Hey, Dr. Akram Schreiber, how are you, man? Game was very bugged. Yeah, it was the Cyberpunk 27 was bugged. To say it's playable for me, but it was still buggy. Like, trees come. But the bugs were not like game breaking enough for me. It was like the immersion breaking bugs. Yeah, true. Like I'm sitting in a restaurant, right, and there's a bloody tree in front of my face. How the tree appears in a restaurant, don't ask me. I shoot somebody and the guy's body is still floating in the air when I drive past him. Okay, stuff like that. That was happening in Cyberpunk. But the game breaking things were for the older the PS4, right? PS4 couldn't play it, and a lot of people are demanding refunds for Cyberpunk 2077. Like, the game is literally unplayable. So this is what I mean by a control block. So you watch this, okay? Now, what am I paying attention to? I'm actually paying attention to things like passing options. Now, does this player have any passing options right now? This is what I mean by, you see, people get it all. People, when they play this game, they think in terms of, I have to win the ball. You don't have to tackle. Look at Jaap Stam, one of the greatest defenders in the history of Manchester United, right? He had one of the lowest tackling numbers of any central defender. Why? Because he was always in the right place at the right time to deny a person the chance to pass the ball to the opponent, or he would be able to just go, oh, thanks for the ball. You tried to pass it to the striker, but I was here. So let's check it out. McNair, his body is turn. Now he can pass the ball, right? Does he have passing options? He has to turn and go this way, right? Okay, because none of the passing options in the middle are available to him. I have only given them one area to go by. Here. I've left this side entirely open. You want to try and attack me? Go down the flanks. So when they go down the flanks, I want them to go down the flanks because they're going to have to cross the ball. I don't know. They have to be really good. I mean, this is when the team has to be really good at, getting the crossing to beat me, right? So this is what I mean by playing a control block. When you play a control block, it's just not just about tackling. Because if it's just about tackling, then it's a bit late in the game. Because if you want to if you're tackling like here, that because the players will commit the challenge when they're around here, because beyond this point, they're in trouble. So they will tackle at this point, regardless of where you set your defensive line or your line of engagement or your whatever you want to set. It doesn't really matter, because they will tackle here, because they can't really tackle in the box, can they? I mean, they can if they can win the ball, depending on the technique, right? So here we go. Now you see the passing options again. Where is his passing options now? This is what I mean by people paying attention to the game, right? When you look at a tactic, there are no passing options again. Dick Steele. I'm going to sign you, man. Because I'm going to sign two of you. I'm going to look for both of you. Where's Bola? Sorry, where's Bola? Where are you, Bola? Mossy? Bola? Fry? Where's Bola? I want to sign Bola because Bola literally means balls. In our look, in the I'm gonna go after. I'm that kind of a guy. I already signed based on this. I don't care about their performances. Okay, Dick Steele is gonna play he's gotta have to play the ball. He plays it back to Mossy. Mossy now looks for options. He has to play the ball through, right? Or maybe if he's bold enough, it goes there. So let's see what happens. So they have to keep working the ball, and then we block them, and there we go. Control block. Don't give them an easy chance to score. But the problem with this kind of systems is this, right? You're gonna always end up with long shots. So you got to be, thinking about your positioning of your players. You got to think about okay, I'll show you what I see. Look at this is very important. Sorry. Long shots, right? This is how you fix it. I won't do anything right now. We'll just play comprehensive highlights, right? Okay. I want to show you what I mean by shutting down long shots. You have to make sure that zone between your back line and where your DMs are standing, no opposition players inside there. Or if they are impossible to pass to, right? So then you solve your long shot problem. So then the only players you got to worry about are the ones behind them. But if you give them too much space, then you have a long shot problem. Well, this is a counter attack. You bloody, you dare not. Bola, let's go. Long shot. See what I mean? Okay, how they're gonna get a long shot attempt here is the only way is for this guy to come in, right? So they will close him down, right? So I have to pay attention. There we go. They managed to get the ball in, so he has to try from this position, because any more later, he's in trouble. But for me, what I'm looking for is the time he has on the shot, right? So he doesn't have much time before he gets closed down. That's good enough for me, because that's gonna make this a very hard, difficult shot. Worked again. Performance analysis is only available at half and full. Yeah, right, correct. Absolutely right. Or not available. It is not available when you are in the middle of a game. Tight marking. So that was done by tight marking. Alright, now I can make my substitution. Alright, so we got Knockout to protect, because he's having a phenomenal season. Okay, I got Ryan Yates. I want to give Ryan Yates a few games. In this system, Ryan Yates finally gets a chance to play football. I felt bad because I like Ryan Yates. I haven't been able to play Ryan Yates because I was playing some ridiculous systems. That's it. Oh. So the early cross is working. That's good to see. And then when it comes to my corner routines, it's always the same. I'm more interested in recycling possession than in trying to score a goal. Goal is a bonus, but I want to recycle possession. When I play a control system like this, it's not about... I want to score goals from set pieces. If they come, I'm very happy. So I set my routines up in such a way that I might score a goal from an attacking set piece or a defensive set piece. But just now, as you can see, I fluked the first two goals. So you see the build up, right? Now this part. This is focus play to the middle. Focusing my play to the middle while still playing a relatively, so-so system in terms of width. Free. This is what I want to see. Right? Eventually the ball will make its way out to them. Right? Or that way. Whichever way. So what am I with? I'm playing narrow. Oh, okay. Yeah, narrow. So maybe the priority isn't them very high. So I just move it up a bit and see whether I can get them more involved in the play. But when I play narrow in attacking width, I make it harder for it's easier for me to pass the ball to each other as well. So yeah, but Pantovic can come in for Lolly. 10 more minutes left. Oh, do pass into space make me lose a lot of the possession? Like, can I have much shorter passes and passes? You can, but it's relatively difficult because then you're limiting yourself to one type of pass into space, right? And the thing about that is pass into space can make you lose possession of the ball because it's a risky pass, right? So they're trying all kinds of risky passes as well just to release a player because they'll pass between players, they'll pass into open space. I would recommend you do that if you are confident in your defense. Like in this defense, we started pass into space, right? Because I'm confident of our block. So I'm going to let them come and every chance I get, I'm just going to hit one into space because there's bound to be space if I draw this team out. Because they're at home and they haven't won and they're probably going to be very defensive, right? So what I did was I decided to play a system that is going to draw them out of their box completely. They're playing a 4-1-4-1. They were forced to come out. So we gave them all the possession in the world. So they keep coming out and they keep getting slapped, which is kind of the whole idea of this setup. So this means that I can probably use this system with a wide variety of teams. I can play them against I can play this system with a good team against a good team. I can play this system against a team that wants to, stack its defense up. So speaking of which, then I can probably, yeah. So one tactic for all days kind of tactic then. The wingbacks are taking social distancing very seriously in my game, correct? We are very, very serious people here, What happens if you make them go in the middle and you play with DMs and rolls? Who go in the middle? But we are playing focus in the middle right now. Yeah. The whole idea was hold your position, give the space up, and let them worry about creating space on themselves. This is what I mean by a control block. You're not aggressive. You're not running around like headless chickens. You go like, okay, come. It's how a lot of football teams play, right? So what they do is that they stand firm, okay? You want to come? Come. You have to try and play your way around me. That's it. So, and sometimes I see these kind of numbers. This is like 1.0 XG, 1.0. It's not a fantastic XG. That's true. I mean, we can do a lot better. But the two chances that we scored, right, are both good XG chances. And that's what really matters. So I had two really good chances in this game, right? So this is like, 6? This is like 0.6. This is like 0.8. This is probably 0.2, I think. I mean, well, let's go and check. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was only one. 0.27, that's a good chance for knockout. Okay. Let's knockout. This 0.3 there. I was right. We have two. 0.30 and 0.20. So when I'm playing like control blocks, I'm not looking for a lot of I don't care about the XG total. I can't be asked about the XG total. I'm only interested in the splits. Like, I want to see big splits. If I see big splits, it means that I created some very good chances for myself. And sometimes, and that's what it means to play a control block, a control counter-attacking system. Like, how Mourinho plays it, right? Sometimes he doesn't get a lot of chances, but he wants to make those chances count, and teams are worried about their counter-attack. Yay. So this is how I would set it up, I guess. What would happen if you play with DMs and roles? Volante and Anchorman. Volante and Anchorman. In my tactic, I'm playing Volante and Anchorman right now. I don't understand your question, Zonza. Yeah, I don't answer that question at all. Yeah. Huh? On opposition screen in tactics, you can see their average positions. You can see the average positions during a match, similar to performance. So yeah, in a manner of speaking, I guess that's true. I don't care about. Okay, why don't I care about average positions? Because it's an average position. Doesn't tell me very. Honestly, it doesn't tell me very much. I'm more interested in the stats. The stats were way too powerful in the game. I mean, people were using them too. It was too overpowering in the game, right? You had this ability to go into the analysis tab and just check things like key pass combinations. So this guy's got all the key pass combinations. Let's do something about him. So that was basically something that people were doing. So okay, so can you take over Arsenal, please? Gunners need your help. I think they'll be fine without me, man. They'll be fine without me. They will definitely. Can I use your training schedules for my under 18s team or leave it to assistant? Actually, you can use it for the under 18s. You can. But what I would do is I will find some way to have 2 match practices a week, right? With the under 18s. This is what you want to do. You want to make sure that for the youngsters is a bit aggressive and not something that is it's not something that is too light, right? So if it's too light, then you might have an issue. Okay. So now I'm looking at my training schedules right now. These schedules all have to be changed, right? So I've got my balance training because I'm so lazy. I didn't even bother doing this. Okay. Oh yeah, I know why. Yeah, I say this is me being worried about tactical familiarity. This is me going after tactical familiarity. This because I don't have but right now I don't really care about tactical familiarity anymore. The way I'm playing, I need marking, passing style, creative freedom. This is everything, man. This is everything. I'm not gonna bother. This is everything. So I'm just gonna go balance all the way, you know. I'm just gonna play balance for the rest of the season. The way I'm playing the game, we're changing tactics every day. Just because I'm streaming, yeah, balance is probably the best. Just leave it like that. Okay, what are your youth teams, right? What you were suggesting? What you're asking me is this: do I do it for the youth? Should I do it for the youth teams? I'm looking at my youth team right now. Schedule, training calendar, right? So we come in here. So this is a youth team schedule. So would I leave it? Sometimes I do because honestly, first up, this is not too bad. They develop their physical attributes very quickly. They play one for roles. They do this. This is fine for any player who's there, right? But if you wanted to, why this one gives them tactical familiarity, works on these attributes, right? All these attributes. If you wanted to, you could do something that's a bit more balanced. So let's just look at some of my players because it's a bit early, but most of them are doing quite well. I mean, this is too short a time, right? Time window, but already one of them is already showing a marginal increase. He's gone up by 1 point already. Okay, this guy has gone up by 1 point from here. Positioning has gone up by 1 point. I left it to the S-man, right? So his positioning is already 10. Right, this hasn't. He's gonna go up very soon, and his heading is 8. So they still do improve, but I'm more like concerned about the top guys. But see, the problem is these workloads are really very light, right? So to go to this, see this? I didn't change this. Gotta do this. Say the double. This is very important. Okay, then you go to the calendar again. I could go to the youth team and give them my balanced routines, but I kind of like them doing physical and outfield. This will develop their physical attributes really quickly. All these will help with their mental. See, tactical is going to help with their mental. These are all decent. I use this in my other schedules as well, so it's okay. I mean, I would leave it, right? Just leave it here, and then just go with your team. Go with your individual training, right? Additional focus training. Now, for me personally, I will promote the most important ones. Let's go to schedule. Import schedule. They're already on. These things are already on my whatchamacallit, Steam Workshop. Alright, the link on the Steam Workshop should be in the information below. So this is my youth one. Right, this youth balance. So I got 2 match practices. So mine is like this. So let's save this. Let me see if it's in there, right, in the public Dropbox folder. Yeah, we'll just stay here for a while while the thing loads. So, schedule. Oh, sorry, training. This is my balance one. This is the balance one. Then I got balance youth, right? So this is the balance youth. There we go. Match practice, match practice. They got no game, right? So they come out, they straight away go match practice. They'll do their roles. Then they got this quickness here. It's very aggressive though. So you gotta keep your eye out. You gotta keep your eye out on them as well. So this is more aggressive. So, and it'll work on their roles. Now, the reason why I like this is because they got defensive shape in there. This will work on their roles, and at some weeks attacking. No, this one is defensive shape all the way. I don't have attacking movement in this. Because it doesn't really matter, right? So, for them. So they work on physical possession. Why physical and possession? Well, because why did I choose possession of all things? Dribbling, first touch, passing, technique, anticipation. Oh, composure, decisions of the ball, teamwork, vision. Okay, now I know why. All right, so I went with that. Those attributes. So the tactical attributes are. I'm hoping that the tactical attributes go into the roles. That's not actually. I'm gonna change this. I don't think I like that. This is a bit of overkill. Balance youth. Okay, so I'm going to change. There was tactical in here. I would have been an idiot to take it out. That means the calendar has got something that's messing with it. Tactical. That's why I'm an idiot. I was changing the wrong one. Alright. So the youth one is here. Yeah, it works. Correct. So I got these two, defending and corners, right? So defensive corners routine will work on heading, marking, anticipation, concentration, positioning. Attacking corners will work on heading, anticipation of the ball. Good, strong attributes. So they have like one physical session here for quickness, for acceleration, and here physical, right? So this will carry on all the way. So this replaces the youth schedule that they have. Okay, so I'm gonna upload this for you guys. Okay, let's go. All right, so we got FM21, the schedules here. Balance early boot camp, they're all here already. Lazy match prep is here, and I'm going to upload. Sports interactive schedules. Where are you? Nope, it's not this one. Balance youth. That's the one. All right, now I'm going to take a look at the other one, right? So we did the balance youth one already. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other schedule for the rest. Now I'll just pop it up. I'll put it in there for you guys as well. Schedule, custom. Where's my complete training one? Because this team is not using it. Save. All right. Now I want to turn this to the youth. I'll add match practice here. All right. They will on rolls here. Recovery, no. This one will be physical weakness. Done. Now we'll save this as BTN complete youth. Export. BTN complete youth. I gotta do it again. Change preview picture. BTN balance youth. And publish this to Steam. What's your favorite change in this patch? The fact that they don't always play it out for a corner, that's my favorite patch. That is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Okay, so we got this balance youth, right? So now if I want to add the next thing, it will be this one. Balance complete youth. Bang. As long as you have 2 match practice, I'm happy. Right, 1 quickness and 1 physical. Then we come in here. Right, you can do the same thing. You can do like balance youth. BTN balance youth, right? So this is the one. And then this one is going to be the youth. Complete youth. That's it. And sometimes it messes up like this, right? So here it doesn't really matter because you got 2 match practice, 3 match practices this week. What they're missing is quickness, so I'll put quickness in here. Or maybe I'll just give them a rest. Yeah, that'll be fine. You just need to understand what the schedules do. That's all. Oh, somebody's got a question about playing. I am not a big fan of slow midfielders, period. But, you know, the only way to play with a slow midfielder is to surround him with fast midfielders. So you can play him like an Andre Pirlo, right? Because Andre Pirlo was not not known for his speed, but he was always surrounded by players who would give him time and space on the ball. So that's how you play with slow midfielders. You can't play with a whole bunch of slow midfielders. This is the game that's just, you're gonna get punished in real life as well as in the game. Yeah. What's the biggest difference from a DLP in the MS that a DLP in a DM position? Well, no difference except they're deeper. That's it. Other than that, they play exactly the same way. They both hold position. They both do the same thing. It's just in a different position. You live in Brazil and don't have a credit card. Can I get your book some other way while Google Pay money? I mean, just hang around the streams, man. Just hang around, enjoy the streams. Nima, you must have someone that can tackle a midfield like Pirlo. Yes, correct. I don't know what Nima's question was though. Let me go back. This is the only thing about this thing, right? It's a bit harder for you to go back, I think. What's the difference between a control block and the low block? Not very much, Ego. Just the line of engagement. Right, that's all. The low block is something I don't like to play. It's too low. Too low for my soul. Just a line of engagement. That one is like much lower line of engagement and low line of engagement. I'm not a big fan of that. Because the control block will actually become very much like a low block if you play lower line of engagement. So it's almost the same, right? But this is, I call this because a preset like this does not exist in the game at the moment. There's no preset like this in the game. So this is the only preset. Control block preset. If your striker has 7... Oh, since I'm answering questions all the way. For play shot, you need finishing, composure, technique, correct. If a striker has 17 finishing but not good technique, I'll use power shot. Well, if you ask the guy to play a trade to take crack shots from outside the box, right, and he doesn't have good technique, he can also go wildly out as well. So I generally don't even give them a trade. Yeah. But You still use bootcamp in the first week? Yeah, I will use bootcamp all the way, man. First thing I come in and do bootcamp. Sometimes I cancel the friendly. Sometimes I cancel the friendly because bootcamp is more important than the friendly. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll cancel the friendly, apply my bootcamp, and then just arrange another friendly. Because the bootcamp is way more important than the friendly. Okay, I'll try to do Moneyball, but oh yeah, I wanted to share the link, right? So if you guys want to do Moneyball, right, you have to check this guy's you have to check his blog out. What do you do if you keep losing a match against the AI? Well, figure out what you're doing wrong in the transitions, right? Identify which part of the transition is fading and then nail that part. Then try and strengthen it. Because if it's like what happens is this, right? If you're always losing, it means that you're not scoring. If you're not scoring, it means there's something wrong in the build-up to you not scoring. So find out where it is. Is it when you move the ball from defense to midfield and then you lose the ball there, you're not making chances? Then it means that you need more support roles in midfield, or maybe you want to tweak the duty slightly so you get better support, so you move the ball up. Maybe you want to come a bit narrow in your tactics so the players are closer together. Or maybe you're using team instructions like pass into space and you should take them out. Then, or if you're getting up the pitch and you are taking shots and they're not connecting, then maybe you want to, create overloads in the system, take advantage of space, get somebody to, do that for you. So those are the things that you want to try and do. My Flamengo fan. Oh, Flamengo is nice, huh? A very historical club. Very historical club. Let's go, man. Oh, we got shit. I didn't even check this. We did the history we checked out how the other team was playing, right? But we didn't check on Coventry. I got a schedule. Also, they're playing a 5-2-2-1. This will be interesting. They've been playing only one though. They've gone into the we are playing one tactical style system the whole way. Okay, Knockout, Lolly, Arthur, Bashiru, Sao, McKenna, Worrell. This is my very slow defender right here. 11. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, Yates, Freeman, Arthur. Okay, now I don't know. I want to see which is the better player, right? Is it Arthur or Freeman? Sometimes we have to ask ourselves that question. Who should I play, Arthur or Freeman? So I come here. Okay, so I come in here. I don't care about all these players. I ignore all these players. Now I'm looking for the player who has more key passes per 90 minutes, right? Passes completed per 90 minutes, right? So how many passes does he do in 190? Okay, pass completion is nice, but it doesn't tell you. Did he do like 100,000 passes per, 100 passes in the per 90 or less? So I'll look for this number. So we got two players, Arthur, right? Okay, he's got commits a lot of passes, 68. Key passes per 90, 1.2, which is not a lot actually. Assists per 90, no, that's not a lot. But I think most of these players, I'm looking for the central player. Luke Freeman, key passes per 90. He only plays 26 passes and 2.7 key passes per game. This guy, 1.2. Now I want to check what formation he played in. All right. We can't customize this. That's the only thing, right? Okay, so he played as a deep line playmaker. So he's never played as an AMC. So we don't know how he does there, right? So in a deeper position, he has not really shone. In some games he's played okay, but no key passes. You notice that? Right, these are key tackles rather. Key passes is here. This is headers one. So this is a key pass. One key pass is a register. One key pass is a deep line playmaker. Okay, what I'm going to do is so let me look at his attributes then. Passing, vision, decisions, 11. Comes deep to... Can't play him. So the player who's got to be played is going to be Luke Freeman. Because then if we have his straight to come, that's the reason why he's not going to perform very well here. Even when he was playing in this position, he wasn't generating a lot of key passes because he kept dropping too deep. So he got into a really tough position, right? So it was not really helping him out. When you have two DMs and CM like you, would it be a good idea to force opposition inside? No. Why would you want to force the opposition inside? Then when they are they do a lot of tackling, right? If they do a lot of tackling, then where are the defenders? Their defenders are very high up the pitch. So you got to understand the concept about where you would have. You always force them to an area where you want them to be, so that another area of the pitch is free. That's how you do overloads. But a lot of people seem to think an overload is me just powering through a middle. That's overpowering, but it's not overloading. Yeah, nice. Couple of tweaks. No, I'm not saying playing with slow midfielders is bad. I'm just saying that when you play with a slow midfielders, you got to think about other things as well. Like, okay, fine. There are certain tactics you can play with, and certain systems you can't play with, right? Okay, if you play a slow midfielders, can you play a 4-2-3-1 central midfield and play high up the pitch? You maybe, if they have great anticipation, concentration, decisions, fast touch, composure, if they can hold on to the ball, it may not still be a bad idea. But if you lose the ball, they won't be able to help you defend if they're too high up the pitch, right? Or maybe they're a Mazala, you're playing them as a Mazala. So you got to think about the role itself. It's very, for simplicity's sake, I always tell people don't use it, because that's an easy solution for people who don't understand attributes very well. But for those of you who really understand your attributes, you really know what you're doing, then you can play around the speed problem, because you will be able to say, okay, fine, he's slow, but never mind, he can read the game. I might be able to play him. So there's a lot more. It's just not a speed thing alone. So for me, I'll usually say don't play him, because if you're asking me the question, it means that could you have an issue with the play him yourself? Yeah. Because in the reality, there are lots of teams who play with slow midfielders or slow defenders, and they still do well. But why do they do well? So, like for example, I remembered that when what's his name? Who's the defender for Chelsea? When he was reaching his latter years in life, they couldn't play with a high line anymore. So every time they played with a high line against a really fast defense, he wasn't playing as a defender. They never played him as a central defender. So these are things that you have to understand. Yeah. Are there any pros and cons? I mean, if you're playing a compressed block, then there's usually no cons to playing a tight mark. So if you're playing a compressed system, right, no cons. In fact, only pros. But if you already play with a very expensive system, high line of engagement, everything is high, okay, then there are cons playing tight marking, because you're so close. If you lose, they have a lot of territory to cover to get back into position. So those are the pros and cons. Oh, Graban, you did well, man, but you're offside. If you become a member here on YouTube, you will get access to our Discord channel. Yeah. And definitely you get access to the book. Because then I'll thank you. Deep. And then you get the book as well. Because then you basically are helping me, you're helping support the channel, right? So, ooh, that was bad. I can feel like shouting at my team. That was not good. They actually allowed the cross in. Oh, Bashiru. Nice. In my tactic with between Mazala midfield back by defensive midfielder playing DLP, a couple of tweaks on the Mazala. Defensive mid playing DLP. Yeah. You play with two Mazalas. Bold, man. I respect you a lot after that. I really respect you. Because I wouldn't do that. I'd be more scared to do that. I'd be like scared, man. Two Mazalas both going wide. Ooh la la. The DLP's got a lot of work to do, man. But he must have a very good DLP. Oh, nice. That's what I want them to do. That's exactly how I want them to play. But this team I'm playing against, they're playing a very deep system. So this will be interesting. It's a real test of the Gaia's Diamond. Because now the Gaia's Diamond is playing against a team that's very, very content, right? So deep. And then even if their wingbacks come out the pitch, I still got to contend with three strikers. Three defenders, rather. So I might walk away with a draw in this game. Or if they make a mistake, I might score a goal, I don't know. Okay, so far it looks okay, right? So I'm tired of this 2D view. I can't take 2D. Okay, let's go. And we have to slow down the game so that people can watch the game. Yay! Alright, hey, we're back in business, man. Nice work, Boro. Do you train players in position they are playing or in roles that will train the most attributes? No, I don't train them in the roles that train the most attributes. That's the last thing I will do. I normally train them in the role that, okay, how do I answer this question? Okay, because the guys on Discord know how I play, right? So they know exactly how I play because they watch me play many times. Okay, I know the way I play. Okay, and my advice to you is going to be different compared to the way I play. I know how I want my player to develop. I know exactly which attributes I want him to develop in so that I can get the most out of him in my tactical system, right? So, but when they are 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, I don't know that, right? So I have no clue. I look at the attributes and I go like, sheesh, he looks like he might be this, he might be that. So I'll give him a training program, right, to train him on the role I think he can play. That's what I will do. I will ignore whether or not they will fit into my system. Right. Then I'll see how he develops. Now, if he develops well, then, you know, maybe after 1 or 2 seasons, if I see his development is okay, because it's also important. Okay, this is the funny thing about this game, right? You want to train the player in a position that ultimately he can add value to in your main team. That's the thing that you want to do. So he has to be able to play in the same system you are using, right? So ultimately, he's got to become good in the role that you want to play him in. So my advice to most people is go and train him in the role. That's it. And use additional training to improve his attributes. Why did you take so long to answer that question? Okay, we're going to go to key extended highlights. That's enough of looking at the game. This is the thing about control blocks. You're going to not exactly be, you know, banging in a lot of goals. It's 0.52. No, it's nothing to, like, you know, I'm not going to get a lot because this team is not coming out. But I'm going to keep on playing like that. It's a very almost sterile way of playing, right? It's very Mourinho. Would you in any championship team in the game have enough budget to buy a player like Vitolo? Would you in any championship team in the game? Oh, how much does Vitolo cost? Okay, who are my players? 6.9, 6.8, 6.3. Okay. Alright, we got one. Kyrie's Christie. But I don't have a right back. He's the only right back we have in the whole wide world. Speaking of which, I think that was the plan, right? I'm supposed to sign a right back because we don't have another right back. It's left only. I thought you might have a right foot up play him there. Afu. Forget it. Don't have a right back. Cafu can play as an anchor man. Ah, okay. You're actually looking at how the players are playing, starting with fullbacks. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Long time ago in a land far away. Onside. We finally, guys, this is how I play now with control, but it's very, like, defense solid and then hit them. Oh my goodness. I know, set piece is it's all about this kind of control blocks, right? You're going to have to make sure, this set piece routine I think is in there as well. So I didn't change it. Yeah, but it's enough. Okay, Freeman can come off. Now we can see how Arthur plays, right? Okay. Uh-oh. 30 minutes and counting. Dear Lord. This is the Shadow Football Manager. I'm sorry, guys. I'll show you the highlight of the goal. This is what happened, right? I should stop changing cameras. That's it. Okay. I should really stop changing cameras. Alright, so that's it. I know. My bad. How do you deal with a 4-4-2 in FM? 4-4-2? What formation are you playing with? What are your players like? 4-4-2 is quite a tough system to play because There's so many permutations of 4-4-2 can take. So many permutations. Yeah, a 4-4, it's like there are different kinds of 4-4-2s. You can have a counter-attacking 4-4-2. You can have a 4-4-2 that plays with wingers. You can have a 4-4-2 that doesn't play with wingers. You can have a 4-4-2 that plays narrow. A 4-4-2 can play wide. A 4-4-2 with inverted wingbacks. So, like, you know, like, so there's so many. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no real way. You have to learn how to, you know, look at the game and understand what you need to do. That's all. It's not how do you play with against a 4-4-2. It's like 4-4-2, right? The problem with the 4-4-2 is once the fullbacks come up with the pitch, you're in trouble, right? But then, like, what system are you playing? Because some systems, like my system, if I play against a 4-4-2, I still want them to come up the pitch, right? Because I need the space to counter-attack them. So I'm very happy if I play against a 4-4-2 because I've got a very compressed team. Their two midfielders are going to come into my box and they're going to run into trouble. If you're playing with a 4-3-3 and they're counter-attacking you, then you're probably too offensive. You got to think about, you know, getting those... ask your two wider players to track their fullbacks so that their fullbacks are not always a passing option. Right? Like these two guys. This is the original Gaius Diamond, right? So, this guy is not roaming. This guy is roaming from position. This guy is not roaming. This guy is an advanced forward. So none of them are... In some other systems, what I do is I ask him to mark specific position of fullback. Wycombe scouting report. It's almost becoming a tradition of mine to end up getting stuck on the screen. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh. See what happened? A lot of players not familiar with this system, which is the reason why we're training like this now. We keep changing tactics. This is the reason why. So far, it seems like, okay, oh my God, guys. We got a route 1 tactic. I've yet to play against a team that plays route 1 against me. This is the first time I've seen route 1, man. Yeah, DLDR. Just when you go to what you do is you come here, you go to your inverted wingers, right? Or your inside force or wherever they are. Ask them to mark position. Mark that guy, the DR or DL. So if he's on the left flank, he's marking the DR. That's what he's doing. Okay, so we got no Arthur. No Arthur. I'm not using Arthur. I'm using... Okay, we're going to give... I'm going to get... Pantovic is playing. Taylor is playing. Arthur is playing. It's tomorrow. Players are getting tired already. Yeah, tell me how it goes. I'm from America. You should, like, you know... Tell me how your save comes along. Where exactly the player roams? The player just, you know, basically roam from position is just sliding... Within the area of his responsibility, the area that he's operating in, he just roams a bit more. So it doesn't mean that he roams across to the left-hand side of the pitch. No, it doesn't do that. Right. The guy is given a bit more freedom to move around the area. So he might end up here, 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 he might end up here. Usually he just ends up, he starts from a wider position and cuts inside, right? Knockout is back. Free. Is Lolly injured? I haven't been playing Pantovic a lot. We brought him in as an option. Okay, I'm gonna play Pantovic. Give Lolly a break. Okay. All right. So we got Yates, Arthur, Bashiru, Ribeiro, and then Christie is playing every single game for us. Everybody is fine. Knockout is still playing. Oh no, what have I done? I normally don't do that. What did I just tell Freeman to do? I have no idea what I told Freeman to do. Is it opposition instructions? Dear Lord. A false 9, is it good in... Oh, I did Pantovic. Please, can you... a false 9, is it good in FM21 IF and the Wings? Do you know? A false 9... On the... Is it good in FM21 inside forwards? Okay. If you're going to play with a false 9, Alright, a false nine is going to drop deep. Your inside forward is going to be on attack duty. They're going to be attacking the space because your false nine is a creator. It's not a goal scorer, right? His first priority is to be a creator. So you need to draw teams out. You see, if you play with a false nine and a much higher line of engagement, he's not going to work. He's going to just be always having he's always going to have to work in tight confined space looking for his friends. So what you want to do is you want to play with a standard line of engagement, and then you have inside forwards attacking the space, and then your F9 has got some love. Yeah. Hey, I'm Manaka. How are you, man? Okay, with favorites for a reason. Go out there and make sure they have left in no doubt as to why. No, I don't want to believe you. So we go on the stock. Let's see. This is going to be a very interesting match, guys. Because I'm playing against a team that's playing Route 1 football. And now we got a dark screen. So I don't know. I hate this. I just find it like impossible to see. It's like nighttime. Okay. So let's see how they do, right? So what are they playing with? They're playing a 4-1-4-1. What are the other results like so far? This is not too bad actually. Where latest scores? Brentford have been playing quite well. I can speed things up. Okay. Freeman, oh man, he broke away. What PS am I using? In this tactic, only one PI, roam from position on the inverted winger. The rest all don't have any PIs. This is actually I'm supposed to remove the roam from position PI as well. Hold on. This tactic is not meant to have a single PI. Yeah, so there's no PIs. There we go. There are no PIs on this tactic. I'm uploading this tactic without PIs. It's just using the roles and duties and a preset just to make it work the way I want it to work. And then thinking about your set piece routines. That's it basically. But this is a system I call a control block. So it's not for everybody. In fact, I don't like to, most of the time I don't play like this. Some of you probably know, right? I'm more attacking in orientation. I like more attacking tactics. But lately, a lot of people have been talking about why it's so difficult for them to play defensive tactics. They can't play control, like this kind of control system. So that's the reason why I stream. I play these kind of games just to show you guys it's possible. But, you got to think about a lot of combinations, right? So that's what I've done. So that's the reason why I'm playing a control block. So I spent a fair bit of time setting up their set pieces. And then when I go into matches, I know where my tactic is supposed to play, how my tactic is supposed to play. Like the AP role, for example, is very important in this tactic. So I'm usually paying attention to the players who play that role to make sure that they are performing. They have like got good. They're generating enough key passes in the game, right? Why? Because I don't want to play with. Okay, if I play with I want somebody driving in the defense, drawing players away. Sometimes he's driving and drawing players away. He's even doing more. He's pulling more players there. Who's his natural person? Who's the natural role he's going to pass to? The attacking playmaker. When he passes to the attacking playmaker, who do you think is going to have a lot of space? The inside forward. Because both of them, what they've done is the inverted winger dribbles to the ball. He pulls the player to him. He lays it off to the attacking playmaker. Most likely, the inside forward is going to be free. Or the advanced forward is going to be free. So the advanced playmaker now has two options to pass the ball to, and both of them can score. So that's the reason why the inverted winger is on attack, not as an inside forward. Because if it's an inside forward, then chances are the inside forward will want to try and go and score a goal, right, all the time. But here, there's a playmaker beside him, so the inverted winger can't beat the player. He's going to play to the playmaker, and the playmaker is going to say thank you very much for the ball. Which is why now Arthur is not having a very good game. 6.7, still so. I want to see how others play in this position. Joe Lawley shoots with power, moves ball to left foot dribble, cuts inside from left, and tries first touch, just right as well. No. Milos Pantovic, no trades. We'll try you here. Because Freeman is the normal first choice I have. This is very, I'm not going to see a lot of shots. This tactic is not those kind of tactics. It's nice. But sometimes people they get very annoyed, right? They want to see lots of goals. They want to see a high XG. For them, I guess for them, that's the definition of success. For me, the definition of success is I come up with a tactic that plays exactly the way I want it to play and produces the kind of the statistics that I'm expecting. For me, that is like wow. I actually get very happy when I see that. I have a different way of. I mean, guys, I'm cheap. I'm a cheap date, man. I don't cost much to, I don't cost much on your first date out. I'm cheap. I don't have expectations like high XGs. Now the problem is I'm worried I'm going to see the goal. Look at this. So I gotta, I don't have to do this. I just come in here, shout, focus. I'm going to get all these guys up, right? Except for this guy, this joker here. What's his name? This guy is Freeman. Freeman has to come off. This Panto guy didn't really work out very well. So Panto is going to the left lane. Freeman is going to come down. I'm going to have to bring Joe Lolly on. Maybe not. I'm going to bring Sambasao. Oh, this is fun. Oh, Sambasao it's short, simple passes. Rush the ball, okay. Play short. He's going to carry the ball then. But play short, simple passes. That's going to be a problem. Joe Lolly can. Oh, this is one time my substitution strategy is kind of screwed up. Gaten Bong. Okay, you come in here. I can solve that problem straight away. Okay. Got do that. I don't really have a AP choice except for Freeman. I like him as the AP. He's been playing really well for us. Okay. Now to protect him. Okay, just enough time for us. Okay, we're gonna bring on Bong for a couple of minutes and he gets a knock. Now I gotta stay on. I can't make substitution changes anymore. Oh man. This is trying to fight to the end. Come on, boys. Block. Thank you very much. We're playing against a Route 1 football team and they got no choice but to play high up the pitch. And they got no scoring chances. They're gonna have to shoot from outside the box. Bloomfield, what the bloody hell is going on? Blooming hell! I love this, man. Ay. I know, I'm not proud of the fact I got low XG, but this is how I expected to give the pen out. Liverpool play a high line, Firmino plays much like a false line. Yeah, he plays much like a false line. But the problem is that's in real life. Real life football manager, two different things. Sometimes what people try to do is they try and go, but it happens in real life, it must happen in football manager. It doesn't always happen that way, man. And sometimes Liverpool, and for Mo Salah and the rest actually to get those kind of goal scoring opportunities, right? They have to depend, like when Firmino has to drop. The best time is for when Salah and company have space. That's when they really shine. Look at the match between Liverpool and Spurs. Firmino didn't score from open. Firmino scored from a corner, right? And nobody treated him with any respect in the corner. It's like, look, it's only Firmino. Don't get complacent in the next match. Yeah, all the way I'm nervous. Not bad. Let's do Birmingham, Bournemouth. Wow. Bournemouth are keeping up the performances. Brentford's still there, 23. Then we got Cardiff beating Bristol City. Derby County over Barnsley. Huddersfield over Luton. Luton Town, I feel sorry for you, man. Norwich and Swansea. Sheffield Wednesday, rock bottom. Haven't even got a point yet. Wow, 3-2. This was close. 29. The 2 goals in stoppage time. I mean, just when they thought Millwall had it. I mean, Millwall sealed the deal, and then after that, they went and scored. I guess this game was never for sure Wednesday. I mean, 3-1 down, they at least grab a consolation goal from Key Harris. They showed up, but too late. Way too late. No, he will try and score goals too. I am from America. It's not that he will. You see, inside forward, priority is scoring the goal. That's the priority of the inside forward, right? So that's what he's going to do on attack duty. He's just going to drive to the box. Inverted winger also will try and drive to the box. But what I do is I put an AP beside him. Like an attacking playmaker. If he doesn't have an attacking playmaker, chances are he might still try and go towards the box, right? As an inverted winger. But because now he's got an attacking playmaker, and since the match engine changed, the patch changed. Remember this? There's a patch change. This happened a couple of days ago, right? So, or was it yesterday? So now they will look and pass the ball, right? If they can't beat a player. So that's what I'm aiming for. Which is what's supposed to happen anyway. What's the most all-round striker who can join the build-up, run into space, play short passes, cannot have the balls over the top, complete forward. You need to sulk for a couple of weeks? My goodness, Mr. K, that's a long sulk, man. Real life, look, if FM was real life, right? We'll be using Football Manager. All clubs will go to all the managers, say, you want to manage my club? Manage Liverpool or Football Manager first. If you can manage to get them to win the Champions League, you got the job. There'll be a written test. Multiple choice questions. What is the difference between a DLFS and an inside forward, and how can you get the best out of it? Man, that's the reason why this game is a game, and I only treat it like a game. Occasionally I say, okay, I'll try and replicate the system. But I never pretend that I can replicate the systems perfectly well. And I will say that much, right? I have never done that. Yeah, I won't say this is 100% replication. I'll say that, well, it's close to, I'm trying to adapt some of the ideas, but I'm never going to sit down there and go, oh, we are playing exactly like Inter Milan in 2012. Exactly. Because sometimes Firmino can have bad games, right? Especially when teams are defending deep. Firmino sometimes has one of those lackluster games. I mean, think about it, right? Okay. Firmino drops deep, but how come Jota suddenly started playing so well for Liverpool? Why did the conversations change to Jota now? See, when Jota started showing up, Jota on the wider areas would start doing the running inside and becoming a creative force by running from a wider position in, like an inverted winger, pulling players to him, and then creating chances for other people or scoring for himself. That's what the inverted winger on attack does. But when they played him as a false 9, same thing happened. But you see, the difference is I find that Jota tends to do a bit more of that, like taking players, dribbling and all that stuff. Whereas Firmino is more like he does dribbles, but he doesn't do the Jota thing. There's a slight difference between the two. So, and F9, in my honest opinion, for Liverpool right now, with all the way teams are playing, yeah, Firmino wasn't having the time of his life at the start of the season. If real life was like FM, they would have won the Premier League again. Not. Yeah. If real life was like FM, they would have won the Premier League again. What am I saying? It's midnight. Sorry. If FM was like real life, then Leicester would have won the title again. That's what I meant to say. There's no way, man. I'm so gone. Just saw the winger for 1.3 signed a year. Wow, 1.3 signed a year ago for 250k. That's a good move. Dundee United, I guess. Barnsley, oh my goodness. We are gonna be tested, guys. So far, this system has worked quite well, right? This is a real, hunky-dory system. It's like we played it for 3 games, 4-0, 1-0, 1-0. It's like typical. Let's keep the let's keep it going. Okay, I'm gonna put the the continue game timeout back on. It's now gonna be 2 seconds. Exactly. Yeah, it's impossible to say that. First up, this game is very different from real life, so I don't treat it like a. Some people get obsessed, right? When they go like, oh no, the stats must be the same. It has to be the same. Has to be this. Has to be that. I'm like, I can't do that. I think it's a close approximation is good enough for me, man. I don't need it to be like. I don't think we were like that when we were playing Championship Manager those days. In fact, as long ago as 2003 or 3 or 4, so I don't think anyone was that obsessed with that as well. Update on Fernandez, his purpose will be completely so happy. Why is he not playing? Yeah. If you want to recall him, do. That's it. Get the hell out. He's not developing, get the hell back. What? Another one? Oh, I'm a threatening guy, man. I just pull one guy back. The next manager, I just went to one manager and pulled the guy back. And said I'm taking him back. Probably the other manager heard about it and goes like, shit, I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna make a promise. Okay, right. So how are you guys finding the patch right now? Are you guys playing with the game, and how have you found the patch? Has it been a big challenge for you? I mean, I feel like jumping on the forum threads just to look at some of the threads right now. Yates, South, Freeman, Lolly, Knockout, Graban. Okay, we got the usual suspects. Bong was injured. Arthur is not going to be playing. He's just he's not good enough. Blackett. Okay, we gotta go scouting, right? So I'm gonna take over scouting responsibilities from this guy. Or just gonna give him an assignment. Okay. Fullback. Players that I'm not interested in this. Scouts look for based in UK and Ireland. Okay. Players in the age range of about 15 to 28. Availability should be now. Guys, if you want to find players based on your club budget, right, it's always got to be now. Don't put... This is what it means. This means meets your budget. This means meets the average budget in the league. Means you got all the money in the world. I'll show you everybody. That's what it means. Okay, so I want 1 month. I want priority high. And also we'll look for, I need a fullback, right? So what do I want? Show me interceptions. Interceptions made. That's 1. Okay. That's it. Maybe pass completion numbers as well. Then I want to see passes made. Where's the passes? Passes. Interceptions per 90. Pass completion ratio. They got the passes made. Key passes, not interested. I want to see passes made in 90. Saves 90, blocks 90, tackles 1 ratio, key passes per 90, not interested. I want to see passes done in 90 minutes. Passes. They don't have that, huh? Okay, that's maybe not so important also, I guess. Yeah. Cross completion percentages, okay, good. Alright. Well, 15 to 28 scope island, current ability. Okay. And now we can come here and that should be enough, I guess. Set, focus. Let's go. All right, we got all these recommendations. All I want to do is look at free agent. Okay, they're on there. All right. Boom. We got one Sim Tandi. Agility Sim Tandi from India. We got our first Indian player. Direct from India. He's an Indian boy. Will he be able to be playing for us in England? The recruitment team has been coming to us and been telling us this boy will be a very useful signing. Oh, I think we'll be looking at him very closely. Mr. Tandi. Oh, Mr. Tandi, tu ete aja, metune na gal karunga, okay? You come here, you come all the way down to England. You play for Eigi Larnakas. Why, you couldn't find an English name? You want to find a club that sounds like an Indian? Mr. Tandi, you'll be coming to our country very, very soon, okay? So we're going to make an inquiry. No, we're not going to be making an inquiry. Don't be a doofus idiot. You're going to be actually reports. You're going to get an analyst report. Yes. Analyst report sounds very interesting. Maybe we're going to get do we have a full scouting report? Scouting report is very good. Agent could demand a high. Why? He's an Indian. Why do you want so much money for him? There's work to do on improving his marking. Marking is not important, sir. We can always train his marking. He's a fairly determined attitude. Matches a new signing philosophy. Can be played in a couple of positions. Oh, yes. Very interesting. Doesn't cost very much money. He's cheap. He's cheap. We are cheapskates. We'll make a very, very happy family. He's analyzed by our club. Let's give him some time. Can't help it. First time in my entire life, okay, I've ever had a recommendation coming from India. We have to sign the player. I don't care. This is going to be a high priority for us. We'll put because it's Mr. Sim Tandi. I can't help it. And then, oh my God. I don't know what to say, man. Sign. Check. I just want the yellow dot to appear. Because the thing is, with this player, right? With this player, okay, with this name, Sim Tandi, first up, okay. First up, let me explain something to you about Asian names. Sim is not an Indian name. Simaruchala Sim Hok Kwan is a Chinese name. Sim Hok Wee is a Chinese name. Sim is not an Indian name. Tandi maybe. Tandi is an Indian name. So what is this guy? It's supposed to be a cross between a Chinese and an Indian. Tandi Sim. Maybe. Maybe his father is Indian. No, father is Chinese and his mother is Indian. I don't know what has come over me, man. Seriously. I don't believe this. Only Indian challenge coming. Incoming. Maybe your Nottingham Forest may be changing the whole team to Indians. So if we sign this boy, we'll ask him, do you have any friends? And can you is your mother coming with masala curry to the club? Because this is an Indian manager who loves the masala curry. You'll be my favorite player in the whole wide world. Ay. How long can I keep this up for? Are you covering low block? Because Big Sam is... Oh, hey, this is the season of low blocks. Really. Big Sam is back. Mourinho is there. Mourinho is playing well. So why don't we do a low block, right? So I thought it would be good. Riz, how are you, man? New gem? Yeah, he is a new gem. An Indian gem. You know how in India we have all kinds of rubies and emeralds? You did see Indiana Jones and, which one was it? Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Sim Tandi is going to be a legend at the club. Does it make sense to look for average rating when buying a player? No, man. Don't ever look at average rating. You get lost in the averages because there's so many. An average can be very, very misleading. Okay, average is good if you know how many games he's played, right? Okay, so if he's played a lot of games and he's got a high average rating, he's very consistent, then you know he's got consistency. All right. Now, but you also want to look at other numbers, because what's a good average for you? 7.2, it might be okay, but I don't think that's enough, because I've signed many players who've had bad ratings in games like 6.3, 6.2, but then I look at their attributes and I think to myself, the only reason why he would have bad scores is maybe he's not able to play to his full potential. Then I guess send a scout out. I try and identify his hidden attribute. That's more important. Consistency. If he is inconsistent, that could explain those numbers. But if he's consistent, he's got consistency, right? If he doesn't have that anything information there about his consistency, like he's blank, then I'll definitely sign him. If he's got attributes. What is the difference between adding a youth player to first team training and moving to first squad player? Okay, first team training means you'll train with the first team. That means you'll follow the schedules to the first team. All right. Now, if you put him in the youth squad, he follows the schedules of the youth squad but trains in the training facilities of the first team. That's the difference. So that the pathway is slightly different. Is it bad to have close down less PIs and a low block control block? Whoa. Yeah, maybe. Because then your players really don't close down. You gotta find a happy medium. You can do that, but because the reason why I have tight marking and close down normal is because I want the players to pay attention to their zones, because every player has got his own defensive line zone, right? Every one of them will have their own little zones. Okay, if I close down less, then I'm opening gaps up between the players. Does that make sense? Right? When you close down more, you're increasing the gaps so that they overlap, so that what you will see is sometimes two players going for the same player. What you need to do when you play close down less is to identify whether the gaps are too small rather, and players are getting through the gap. Then your close down less is too low. Right? It could also be a reason. It could also be a function of maybe your defensive line is too deep, right? You're opening up the space and your line engagement is too high. So there's a lot of space in the middle. So if you squeeze that up, maybe could that help? Yeah, so these are things you want to pay attention to. Simranjit Tandi. There we go. His name is Simranjit Tandi. That's the one. Information. Simranjit. I'm rushing. My hands are clicking away. Transfer. Ask agent availability. Ask his talks. I didn't even read that. I don't even know. I'm shaking. I didn't even look. I don't know what the agent said. I'm just like, what? Maxing asked you price. That's it. We're gonna offer max master. We're going. He's a buy. It's like as if it's a big reason for me to sign him. Because you know why I'm signing him? Because my wife doesn't make dal. Okay, my wife doesn't even know how to make chapati. She can make chapatis. I actually put her with my mom for like about. We were staying with my mom for a month. The only reason why I stayed with my mom for a month was because I was hoping she'd learn how to make chapatis. So she learned how to make chapatis. But she doesn't make chapatis. So I'm hoping that his mother can make chapatis for me and he can bring them to the training ground and then we can be all very, very happy together. Suggest terms, done. And that's offer, done. So Simranjit Tandi is coming to play for Nottingham Forest. And I don't even know what position he plays. I just signed him because I want him. Defender right. Oh, that's it. Very good. You're coming. Start negotiations. Mr. Singh, how are you, son? Fringe player. Yes, you want to be fringe. You got no ambition in life, is it? I feel like slapping this Bai boy on his face. No. You go to bloody Greece and you got no ambition in your life. You're very humility is his selling virtue here. He's a very humble person. I like him. Humility. But I want you to be more than just a player. You want to be impact sub. Understand? Okay, impact sub. Because we got no other right back. So you become impact sub for the next couple of seasons and show me what you can offer. Okay. Done. Happy now? Okay. Now I made it impact sub. You don't be too greedy. Top division wage promotion rise 35%. Okay, sounds okay. Clean sheet bonus, I give you a bit more. You help the team. Whenever they don't score concede goals, you get bonus. By appearance fee, I'm going to bring it down slightly. Your agent was asking for a comparatively high signing bonus. Apparently, he took inflation and cost of living in India into account. 9.75k. Wage after reaching club league games 3.2 done. Okay, I can't complain. That's it. Take it. Let's go. No. I don't buy chapatis frozen, son. I'm not like that. Please. I'm an Indian boy, okay? I make my own chapatis, I make my own dal. I'm never buying chapatis frozen. That'd be a sin against humanity, man. Sorry, you make them yourself. You knead the dough, and you roll them, and you turn it. Yeah. If I ever come to any part of the world and you guys are there, I'm gonna make you guys chapati. Oh, the smell to die for. Okay, now I'm getting hungry. Oi, what happened to the tactic? Freeman, Lolly, Knockout, Graban, Yates, Sao. Okay, Volante, what do you want? Off the ball. 8. Nope. Get out. How did you sneak yourself into the team? How did that guy sneak himself into the team? I wasn't looking, was I? He just showed up, right? Out of the blue. And boss doesn't know. I want to play. Don't tell him I'm playing, okay? Okay, Will Swan, I'm gonna give you a chance to play. I'm so... Okay, hold on. This game, right? This game is gonna be aggressive. We're playing against a Gigant pressing system. I forgot that. Against a Gigant setting press, I shouldn't have been so laugh a minute about just now. We need a ball winner here. Ay. Bashiru can, but he's a bit... He can last one half. Okay, we'll play for one half then. Kafu. Ball, tackling, positioning 10, off the ball 13. Better going forward. Okay. Yates can. He can definitely do the job. Off the ball positioning, he definitely can. But I want Yates because of his off the ball and his positioning, and he arrives late, right? So he's gonna push up the pitch. Okay, so we got Sao, Jenkinson, Kafu. Okay, these are the options, I guess. Yep, we'll go with this. You're missing your Indian ex-girlfriend? Oh, yeah, right. Did she take you to all the Indian sweet places? Yeah, all the places that sell Indian sweets? Oh, man. I tell you, I'm an Indian boy, right? I think they discovered the sweet tooth in India. Okay. Everywhere else in the world, there was no sweet tooth until they came to India. Because if you go to India, it's got another definition for sweet tooth. I mean, it's crazy the amount of sugary sweet. I mean, it's like they got sweets, right, which has got butter, sugar. They cook flour with butter and sugar. My God, but I love those sweets, man. They're to die for. One of the reasons I put on a lot of weight after university was because I kept ordering them by the boxes. Oh, man. It's my biggest weakness. Alright, we'll stop talking about Indian sweets and Indian women and Indian food and Indian girlfriends. But we have to get into the mood, right? Simranjit Tandil is coming to the club. Mr. Simranjit Singh Tandi. Tandi would then be his family, his village name. That's where that's the village he comes from. That's how we do it for our race, right? So we have our first name, our last name. We all have the same last name because we're so, cool about it. And then we have our family name, or rather our village. We don't have, it's not really a family name, it's a village name, right? That's the village we hail from in India. Apparently all our ancestors come from that village. So apparently we don't really need very much of a family tree. All we need is a location all we need is Google Maps. What did I graduate on? Oh, my graduation was economics and political science. I'm an economics major. And I ended up doing technology. Can you believe that? In television, I was directing for ESPN. So yeah, what a life. Seriously fun. Okay, this is really, really sterile, man. They're again pressing me like crazy. They're running into a block. Okay. Okay, good work. Okay. Look at that. Barnsley 6-1 all the way. They're knocking on my door. They want to come in. Can you play and explain how to use XG analysis to improve your tactics? Oh, man. Corner, right? Must be a corner. Yeah, I knew it. The corner routine. What happened to my corner routine? Why the... Oh, man. Ah! Why did the corner routines reset? I didn't set the corner routines. I'm an idiot, no. Screw this shit. We'll do it after the game. I'm so angry. Because my corner routines are set up. I don't know. I think maybe I didn't save the tactic just now, right? Oh, wait, let me see if I can load. Okay, here's diamond. Right, okay. Let's see a set piece corner routines. Yeah, why? They're supposed to be in here. I'm so disappointed. We conceded a goal. I'm just gonna make sure that, you know, just keep it simple. No funky nonsense. Alright, okay. I just made one mistake. That's it. We'll bounce back. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I remember my corners after I conceded a goal. Stupid, right? I never saved the tactic, that's the problem. I make these kind of mistakes all the time. Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, I play the game. Oh shit, I forgot to save the set piece routine. Well, I'm thinking of what to do. Alright, that's it. I'll go to wall, let's go to wall. Let's see how this system does. Okay. Nolly, knockout. Reyes, Bashiro, McKenna, Blackett, Worrell. Christie's a wingback. Okay, come here. Knockout, come here. Oh, knockout, come here. This is crazy. I'm gonna lose by a big margin, but I just wanna have some fun before I see that I lose this game big. Honestly, but I actually want to see how this tactic is gonna do. All right, so Lolly will come here. Knockout is the target man, won't work. Okay, but this guy's the target man. Mike Freeman is coming off. Okay, Freeman will come off for. I want to see whether or not this tactic just collapses under the assault of this game pressing system. I haven't had a chance to see this yet. Oh, we have one shot on target. What are the main attributes of F9 off the ball? Passing vision, decisions, agility, dribbling. Passing vision, decisions, agility, composure, balance. What else? Vision and flair. Composure is very important. Up. Yeah. Okay. Far post. This set piece also. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm pretty sure for this one, I have defensive wide. Yeah, it is there. I always collaborate with people if they ask. Yeah. Whenever they call me, they ask me, they tell, maybe like, you know, if they want to collaborate. Yeah, tell me what they want. No, just talk about doing something, right? Do something besides just saying they want to collaborate. Yeah, like as in come up with something that we want to do. That's it. So yeah, definitely I'm open to collaboration. I've collaborated with a few guys. I've collaborated with Foxy. I've collaborated with Guido. Yeah, it's not like I don't collaborate with people. I do. If they want to collaborate, just put it out there. You can use it on positive. Matthew, well done. You can play on definitely. These are not. I don't do stuff just like, you know, take this tactic and play with it. This is the best tactic in the world. I'm not like that kind of person, right? I actually create these tactics and sometimes I don't put too many PIs in them because I want you guys to, like, you know, try them out and, you know, look at the transitions and, you know, make your own tactics at the end of the day. That's my goal. My goal is to see everybody in the world go like, oh my god, I can make these tactics. Yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah. That's what I want to see. I'm happy if that happens. So I'm happy you've done it, Matthew. I think the YouTube community, I think the whole community is, the FM community is very, very, like, cool. Doing well. But Shiro has to come off, I guess. He's not playing. He's already had a knock. There's no point. He might just get register. Should be this guy because Sao doesn't have a long shot on him. Oh, they scored another goal disallowed. Wow, the system still looks potentially okay. Come on, get it. Oh man, first touch. His first touch is so bad, right? The ball roll after, kept on rolling off. Knockout. Oh, knockout still has potential. These boys can, okay. Right, so the system can still work, right? My system can still work. I just need to get the right place for it. This is, I need two proper wingers. Blackett and Christie are like wing backs. That's not too bad, but my backline could do with a bit more acceleration. You have Jamie Dodger G. Oh man, thanks man. The community has grown, right, in the last couple of years. That's a fantastic thing. I love the fact that they got together to do the FM streamer show. That was really fun. Then nowadays you see a lot of other guys, you know, they're working together to create stuff together. So that's cool. There's more cross. Like, guys are getting together to do different things. And then I see dual saves as well. Like, they share saves around. So the community has definitely come a long way from where it was. So we one knockout goal that was disallowed, and we have one goal from one of our wingers. It's a defeat. A sore defeat to Barnsley. Come on, we have a chance. Oh man, if it hit it there, it would be two set piece goals for the comeback. We still have a chance, boys. Referee hasn't blown it yet. McKenna out to Blackett. Yates to knockout to Lolly out to Blackett. There's a chance they can put this in. We have got another corner. Come on, Leon Britton. Corner, Lolly to take this. It's still early. Yates puts it into the box. The referee's gonna blow. I screwed up. I screwed up. That was my fault. Yeah, RDF is good. RDF is one of the right now I think is one of the best videos out there to watch, right? So sometimes the idea here is I'm not here to judge tactics. I don't do that, right? I'm more interested in the way they deliver the content, because I tend to talk too much. I'll be the first to admit my own flaws. I go on forever, right? So I like to see new tactic creators come around, like RDF, and they do it in a nice, good way. So it's very informative, and I think that they should get all this. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's one of the best out there right now, delivering and explaining and taking the time to do these videos really well. They're putting a lot of effort, and I think that people should. I mean, I'm not suggesting that you should go and watch his videos, but it's not too bad. This is a forest corner. Okay, this is my serious come from bloody. I'm gonna have to work on this. Make sure that everybody's in the right positions now. Man marking is correct. This guy comes here. This guy here. You come here. You come here. Okay, done. Okay, DCR, DCL. This is all I need. DR, MM. Marking 10. Marking 14. You on the left, that's fine. AML, AMC, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Done. Okay. Let's look all the routines. I create a second set. Okay. You come here. You come here. Alright, this is the second set. This is my other variation. I'm gonna be a lot more bolder with my corner routines. 1, 2, you come here. 1, 2, you come here. Okay. Go back. Man mark. Where's the other man mark? There. Man marking 14. Man marking 10. What about? Maybe you can man mark. Marking 9, forget it. Alright, this will be fine for them. You come here. The other one goes there. I could have sworn I just did this. No, I didn't, right? So, maybe I'm getting a bit. Maybe it's getting a bit late and the brain cells have stopped working. Okay, DCL, DCD, okay, done. Alright, so man mark, these two, go back, this one, right, these two, this guy's done. Okay. Jamie Dodger G, thanks for joining the squad. Oh man, thank you for your support, man. I want to encourage you to link your Discord to your, there's on Discord, right? Because you're going to get an invitation to join my Discord after this. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you got connections, right? You go to Discord, you see connections. So connect your Discord to YouTube, right? That's the first thing you do. Then after that's connected, it usually takes an hour or 2 or 3. I don't know. Sometimes it can take about 3 hours. Then after that, what's going to happen is you're going to be invited to my Discord channel. You will see a bunch of Discords opening up that you might have become a member of while you're on YouTube, and they will then automatically become a member of the community. And along with that, you're a squad member. We got a lot of first teamers, key players, legends, superstars, mentors. Yeah. So welcome to the squad. And once again, thank you for your support, man. Okay, this guy is a man marking. Okay, so we're gonna do this, right? Okay. Alright, so we've done all this. This is all sorted. Now the attack, I don't care about the attack. I'm so angry with the defense just now. Okay. Save all routines for Gaius, so I don't ever forget. Alright, now come to the tactic. Make sure you save the tactic this time. Gaius. Save. Alright. Done. I'm gonna upload. This is the next tactic that's being uploaded. This is the next one, man. Oh, really? Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. Did the makers of the game talk to you for feedback? Yeah. You wanna do it? I can't tell you some. Okay. They were recently doing. They have plans on doing something for tactics, and I was so touched when somebody actually asked me for my opinion about something that is gonna what they're doing. So they asked me for my opinion about what they were doing. So I was like, why can't I do it? Let me do it. But I can understand the reason why, right? So there's a good reason why they don't want me to do it. So okay, I do. But yeah, we respect it. I respect them. It's mutual respect, I guess. Yeah, I mean, but it's been so many years. I think one of the only reasons why is because I'm an old man that's been around for many years, and it's only down to the fact that I'm an old man. Okay, that's you better show this old man some respect. Okay, so just say whatever he says. You know how you are with an old bugger comes to the house and he gives you all these long old stories, and you go, yes, uncle, yes, must have been a fantastic time in the war. Yes, I know they use mustard gas. Yes. Wow, you're still alive after all that mustard gas. You didn't inhale too much, did you? Okay. Yeah, you're patiently listening to him and give, that kind of stuff. I guess that's what they're doing to me. Tandi! Simranjit Singh Tandi is coming to Forest. I got my. Hey, seriously, we gotta look for Daljit Singh as well. Man, why didn't I sign my own namesake? I'm so excited. I actually appeared in the game as a fullback. As a Nugent as a fullback, right? But occasionally, people see staff as well. Referee. So Daljit Singh is a referee. Okay? Sometimes, but this is not the same me. This is a different one. Okay? Right. There's another one. There's another one with a full-on Nugent. I'm waiting to play the game with me inside it. Best tactic I've ever used. Okay. Offbeat threat. Are you married by any chance? Do you have any children? Yeah. If you have any children, you'll understand what I'm going to say. How can you make me choose? How can you make me choose? These are all my babies. They're all my babies. I don't have any favorites. I treat them all with equal attention and love. But the only favorite tactic I have is the all-time favorite, which is Scramjet. The tactic that actually, a long time ago, which was enough for SI to take notice and go, oops, we have to change something about the game. That's the only time. That's the only one. But then that's like living in the past. That's just a memory now. Nowadays, the game is so much more different. It's moved on. Right. So today, in this day and age, do I have any favorites for the tactics? Nah. I will change tactics like I change underwear, man. Yeah, I like this. See this? Why do you think I like this tactic? Oh, let's go score a goal. Boing! Okay, let's control now. Okay. Are they playing? Okay, boom, boom. See this? Boom. That's why I created this tactic. Because this can be a one system. Because all these tactics are in the folder, right? So you got all these 3 tactics in the folder. So I wanted to create like something that's so symmetrical that you can use it all the time. So if you're into like playing with your friends and stuff like that, right? So you got this fantasy draft matches and you want to play a fantasy draft match with your friends, yeah. I'm not claiming this is a great tactic. I'm just saying it's a fun tactic. Yeah. Okay, so we got this Iono. This guy we can play him. He's absolutely hopeless as a wingback. But we want to give other players a chance to play because apparently we played really badly, right? So Samba Sao should play here because he's got absolutely 0 off the ball. But he runs with the ball to the center and he gets into the opposition area. Plus he plays short, simple passes, which actually all the tricks don't actually make a lot of sense to me. So apparently, right, his teammates cannot find him very well, but he knows that he needs to get into the opposition area. One set of attributes that just make no sense. Okay, so this guy calls about argues that comes in to get a ball. Against Bournemouth away from home, he could come in handy. Okay, we're gonna use him instead of Sambaso. Okay. It could come in handy because we've been on a bit of a... We just lost a match. Not like we're on a bad around form. Oh man, how old? I'm 50, babe. I'm 52, 53. My wife, I actually stopped counting once I turned 50. So I'm between 50 and 65. Do you do your own training? Yes, I go to the gym every single day. At this age, yes, we have to do our own training. If you're talking about training as in training schedules in the game, of course I do my own training. I don't download other people's training. I do my own, man. Yeah, connect your YouTube through to Discord, and then once there's a connection, right? Okay, I'll just hold on. Let me pause the game and I'll show it to you. Yeah, see what I can show you the connect. What I mean. Okay, all right. I'm just gonna switch. Let me just come out of this so you don't see too much. Okay. All right. Let me just show you the second monitor. All right. Oh no, with Discord rather. When you go to Discord, right? We will see this user settings, right? You get it from the cogwheel at the bottom. Then you want to go to connections. You'll connect your YouTube. You click this. Once you're connected to YouTube, right? You go scrolling down. You will see underneath here all the servers. You see Bustthenet server here, sub-enabled servers. Just then you receive the invitation, so it happens automatically. So that's what you want to do. And then it usually takes a few hours sometimes, but you get your invite, and then all you gotta do is show up, and that's it. But it takes a while sometimes, right? For some people it's really fast. For some others it takes like a day, maybe sometimes even 2. And I don't really know why it takes so long for some people. But yeah, this is your first time playing FM21, but I'm Xbox, so I came to you for advice because if you've been playing the game for ages and the tactics are really good. Oh, thanks, Mon. Thank you very, very much. But apparently I'm useless at the game. You just consider a goal from a set piece. Bloody hell, it's 2 defeats, man. I cannot handle 2 defeats. That's it. We're coming out of this shell. They're playing a 4-4-2. Let's go to war. Puppy power. We're not going to play any of these. We're going straight away to another system that I'm not entirely convinced yet that it's dead. I need to try this out. Okay, Graban, Knockout. Only problem with Knockout is more like a winger, right? So we'll play Knockout here. It's a really bad move for me to play him here. Okay, so now I've got Yano, who's a central defender anyway, so he's perfect for this position. Lolly can play, Freeman can play. Who's going to be our snake striker? Guerrero. That's it. Alright, we got Guerrero's jumping reach is 12. We got Graban, whose jumping reach is 11. So we'll put Graban here, Guerrero there. Alright. We got Freeman who can place an engage. We got these two guys. We got Ray Yates as a... Okay, arrives late in the opponent's area as a regista. No. Regista, you can pass, you can passing vision decisions, you can place a regista, and you can come deep to them. Even better still, I don't need my regista to arrive in the opposition area because there will be nobody left in midfield when he does that. He's like all on his own. This guy has better have anticipation, positioning. That's all I need. I want to play with the best anticipation in this position. I don't care who it is. Okay. I think it's McKenna. Yep. He's got 15. Okay. He needs to be able to read the game. Alright. We're going to give a team talk. Can we? No. Let's not do that. That's a bit too much. Okay. We just consider a goal. We're going for it. Set pieces. Time to actually fix everything on the fly. Honest. Okay. This is another version. Okay. I'm going to put you here and I'll put you here. You are going to man mark. You are gonna man mark. Oh no, you're not man marking. You are going forward. Right, you are here. Where's the striker? Complete forward is here, right? Okay. So this is the ML. These are the two wingers. This is the striker I'm hoping to get scoring, which is Guerrero of all the people in the world. Never, no, where's Graban? Graban coming. Okay, I'll go back. You can man mark. You can man mark. Okay, done. You go back. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Man marking 2, go back 2, charging off 2. Okay, save. Firestorm. Oh yeah, because I forgot Firestorm set pieces needed to be fixed. I haven't been able to fix them. I was too lazy. But I say Firestorm corners are still here. This guy's in the right position. That means this guy's in the wrong position. Okay. Alright, done. Okay, attack. You come here. Where are you? You come here. Okay. You come here. Okay. You come here. Two defenders. Where's the other defender? You come here. Okay. Alright, you come here. Where's the other ML? You come here. You come here. Okay. Yeah, just leave 4 of you here. Alright, done. Okay, save. Routine. This is Firestorm corner. Okay. Right, this guy is taking a shot. I got this guy at the post. He's gonna pick up any pieces. This guy's gonna attack the boss coming in unmarked. This guy's available for the long shot. So ideally you want a player here who has long shots. It's got 12, that's fine. Okay, load. Just did Firestorm corner. Bang. Alright, so he's gonna if he comes in on this position, he's got right foot, right? So he's gonna take a shot at goal. If he comes in from this position, he's not gonna take a shot at goal. So I better put Lolly here instead. Okay. Alright, you come forward. You be here. In this particular case, I probably want to keep one of you back. Okay, not so aggressive. You come here. Done. You attack from the edge of the area. You can stay here. Okay, done. Alright. Let's hope it works, man. This is very, very aggressive. I'm aggressively taking the game to them, right? So this is going to be fun. I might lose by a big ass margin. Told you. I would rather go down fighting than, 2 set pieces in a row. Bloody hell. Idiot. Can a 4-4-2 with 2 volantes and 2 registers? Probably not. But 2 trequartistas definitely can. 100% true trequartistas will work. I've done it already. It's actually kind of fun to watch the 2 trequartistas work in that system. It's really, really fun. Funky. 2 volantes is a bit risky. I know it's a bit risky, right? But I would... Let me think. The volantes today... I'm not sure. I can't remember if volantes roam. If they roam, it's not a good option. But why not? Just give it a shot. Try it out and see. What are your 2 roles on the flanks though? Right? Because volantes, they're gonna push up, so they need some kind of like options to pass the ball, right? So who are they gonna pass the ball to? You're not playing well. Another thing is now in FM21, I just realized one thing the last couple of days since the patch, right? Tactical familiarity is beginning to have an effect. Like I'm beginning to notice that sometimes when you don't have tactical familiarity, it really pays the price. So you want to start off your season really well, doing team cohesion activities and getting tactical familiarity up really quickly. So those are very easy to do with training right now. So team cohesion is more like team bonding, and you got match practice. That's gonna really jack up your team cohesion very quickly in preseason. So you want to use them for as long as you can. Match practice always improves team cohesion for training. So keep it going, and it also works on individual roles. So definitely you want to use that. Yeah, okay. I can see certain things are happening. Okay, so Alright, so pass into space, hit early cross, standard passing. Tempo is quite high. Okay, this is fine, this is fine. Let's just go for it, man. I lose. At least I find out something. Speaking of which, tactics. Say Firestorm. I just did all the things, right? So I like this tactic. I'm gonna keep using it, man. When will the next Sporting Diaries? Soon. Let me was waiting for the patch to come out, right? So I wanted the patch to come out so that I can continue my Sporting Diaries. Because I don't like to do a Sporting Diaries save and then like the patch comes out and then it affects like development, for example. Because I noticed an issue, so I reported it to SI. As far as because I couldn't after a while see development, right? Meaning all the progress bar started showing NA, so I had to stop I had to stop it immediately. So I didn't want it to look like that. I wasn't sure if there was a bug that was going to affect the player, so I had to stop sorting bars immediately when I saw that. I didn't want to spoil the save. I was waiting for a patch to come out. I reported that as a bug and I reported it to SI. But apparently, I think it's got to do with the way the game was reading the data. The data was there, but it was not reading the data correctly. So I'm going to continue. Because at that point, I just didn't want to continue. I didn't want to take a chance. Alright, man. Arif, Kamil, have a good night. Have a good night. We will also be having a good time, man. And thanks, man. Jammy Dodger. I call it G, man. I thought it's actually Dodgers. I thought it was like G. What a goal from knockout! While I'm looking at it, I'm looking at knockout go up the pitch. What a goal from knockout! This is why I call this my super keeper tactic. So this is actually my super keeper tactic. If I can get a super keeper, man, this is a super keeper tactic all the way. It's my super keeper tactic. I've been making one for FM21. This is actually the tactic where the keeper is gonna be the most important player in your team. You see, you gotta get a keeper with good super keeper vision training. But the thing is, problem is, right, you're also gonna be conceding goals, right? So you have to have very good defenders, 2 very good defenders. I don't have that in Forest. So it's a very risky tactic, but hell, man, he was the first team to score 5 goals. Sporting Lisbon actually played this, and they beat PSV and Eindhoven 7-2 at home. Or is it 7-4 on aggregate? 7-2 on aggregate or 7-4? You'll see in the Sporting Diary save. And you'll see the goals. I'll show you the goals in the next stream I do, right? With Sporting Diaries. I'll show you the actual match that I played. Just before the thing happened. Knockout. Out to Yates. Oh man, this. I gotta take knockout out. You know how much I adore this player. I adore him so much. Oh man. It's like my heart is broken when he's not playing. It's like I want him to go out there and just do wonderful stuff. Ball winning midfielder. No wonder he's injured. Yes, me. I'm looking for any excuse to say he's injured. I don't know whether he tackled him, but I assume he did as well. Dominic Solanke playing for Bournemouth. I wonder whether he has any success scoring goals. So this match, you got Solanke playing as a complete forward and King as an advanced forward. So this is actually a very aggressive 4-4-2. Meaning, if I don't watch myself, I'll concede a lot of goals on the counter. Oh, this is a good test for this tactic as well. Ball winning midfielder, inverted winger to wide playmaker coming inside. The wingback is going to go around. Wide playmaker is going to play balls over the top for the advanced forward to chase from this position. There we go. This is the thing that this position is going to do. Every time this player is going to just keep driving into the box. And I've created that kind of situation for them. And yeah, we're going to... Yeah. I'm screwing this. This is a nice little experiment that's not helping me very much. League table. 30-29. Still okay. I mean, it's still there. Once in a while, we allow a big defeat, I guess. Lollies. Okay, we're going to take Lolly off. Arthur is useless now. The yellow card. He had a very bad game. He was, the idea that role is supposed to step up and read the danger. He's not reading the danger at all. Yeah, McKenna is not reading the danger at all. He's just running away from the danger. Half the time it's like the danger is coming, I'm running, I'm getting away. So he's having a very bad game. I don't mind losing as long as I learn something. Hey, McKenna. Kind of knew that the ball was going in. He already had his back turned. Okay, take off Samba Soul. I cannot make any more substitutions. Oh yeah, I just made all my 3. That's it. Optimal system to play a register, in your opinion? That's a great goal for them, right? Optimal system to play a register. 4-1-3-2. A 4-1-3-2 narrow or 4-1-3-2 wide. The register is gonna love the. Maybe I should make a 4-1-3-2 wide, huh? You're gonna love the register in the system, man. Because he's got that protection in front of him, right? He's got one more player in front of him, right? So he's got the register is here. You got one more player in front, so they can work in tandem together. Very nice. Another system that plays with a register is also quite nice. Is the 4-1-4-1, right? The what we call a 4-3-3 now. That also can work really well. But then in that system, then you'll be looking at the roles in front because the register is pushing up. So you probably want somebody who's like more like you could have a ball-winning midfielder on support, and then you can have like a box-to-box midfielder, register pushing through. Sorry, a central midfielder on attack, a ball-winning midfielder, and a register pushing through as well. Then the register has more time on the ball because it's got a ball-winning midfielder to keep him company. We just got absolutely swamped by Bournemouth. They're actually a good team, right? So I'm not so disappointed that we lost, but I'm angry myself for losing. Disappointed though. But the one who performed really badly in this title is McKenna. This guy. He had a very bad game in the center. I was expecting a lot from him, he just couldn't deliver. My disappointment. Yeah, one to forget, man. Tyndall gives Bournemouth the day off, and then we lose him for one day. You see, the thing is, right, if you want to train your youth team, this is something you never do. You either stick to one tactic or you stick to something that your players can come into, which is exactly what we did. We created this system, but I wanted to go and try something funny. This old man will never learn his lessons, man. Don't do what I'm doing. Troller with a panic over Nottingham Forest disappointment. Yep. Don't do what I just did. Got this nicely done. 3 systems. I decided to go and play a system I'm not supposed to use. Just because Sporting Lisbon makes it look easy doesn't mean Nottingham Forest will. But I needed to confirm some thoughts. Oh, Malik Spooner. November, so we won't be seeing Mr. Singh yet, right? Mr. Singh hasn't showed up yet. He's coming in March later. Let me just check. Transfers. I'm not sure if Mr. Singh is already here. Joins 2nd of January for 275,000. Simranjit Tandi is going to be joining us. Gives me some options. We can train him, develop him, at least see where he goes. Because he's already got acceleration, it's quite fast. His concentration is extremely good. He's got very good decision making. He's got good determination. I just have to work on his positioning, his teamwork. He's already got tackling. First thing I'm gonna be doing with him is I'm gonna be putting him on wing back training. Right, crossing is gonna go up as part of our team training. Right, so his additional focus training for the next few years is gonna be passing. That's it. So I can get his technique up. Then I'll be working on agility and balance as well. So yeah. Stop. My philosophy in life. Relax. Call it. You on a losing streak. Don't go. It's like that rabbit hole, right? You get into this spin, right? You keep losing and losing and losing and get frustrated. It's time to take a fresh look at this. I know. It's not I be getting FM. I think I'm not seeing things. So I'm taking a tactic from another team and I'm dumping it on this team, thinking that they should be magically just as good as the other team. That's my problem right now. No, it's nothing else. That's my problem. So I have to learn how to step away, reassess. I had a plan that was working really well, right? These 3 tactics that I set up with Forest, it was working really well. Why go change the plan just because you're feeling a bit juicy? Is it right? You see something, it's like the grass is greener on the other side. So I'm already top of the table. Why do I have to go and change it? Up. What do you think is the best personality game? The best personality, of course, is Model Professional. It's the right up there. It's the Model Citizen. It's the best, right? Driven is very good. You see, how you're playing the game is actually smarter. You see, you don't care about the best attribute or the best personality. You go for, there's so many good personalities. You shouldn't get roped into everybody must be a model citizen. Driven is very good because it's ambitious. It's got ambition, it's got determination. You see, you need ambition, determination, and good personality for them to train very well. You need all 3 of them. So Driven is actually a very good personality. I had this problem in Manchester. I had too many strikers playing as wingers. Yeah, but it's not too bad, right? At the end of the day, you probably can find some way of making them work. Is speed and acceleration really good in this game? Speed and acceleration, I don't understand. Acceleration is very good. Yes, always has been. There's no other. It's always been a very good attribute to for us in the game of Football Manager since day one. One of the most frustrating things is win with the team is not even playing bad, but they just enter in a goal drought spiral. They just keep missing easy goals. That can happen. But also important for the manager is to be able to establish why it's happening, right? So sometimes it's happening because we aren't seeing things or we are trying to do the crazy. I was playing quite well. Defensively, I was playing a control block for a really long time. My plan was, I got caught up in my own long-term plan. My short-term plan was very simple. Away from home, use that tactic. At home, use the 4-2-3-1 attacking tactic. That was my plan. But all of a sudden, after watching Liverpool and Spurs, I decided to become very Mourinho. And Mourinho doesn't even play like that sometimes, right? Sometimes he plays attacking, sometimes he plays... I decided to become defensive all the way. What's the point of doing that? So I kind of lost my own plot. So now before I lose it even further in a fantasy land, I have to step away and take control of this game again, which I think we will. We can't let it go to 3 defeats in a row. So the next match against Nottingham, against Swansea, we're going to go 4-2-3-1 attack. Definitely. We're coming out of the gate. We're going to take the game to them. Prediction: Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Liverpool to win this? Yeah, definitely. I expect Liverpool to win the game. Yeah. Because Liverpool also know how to control the game instead of just, pushing for the win, right? They know how to treat teams with respect. But Liverpool have to be very careful though. Crystal Palace have one of the best counter attacks in the league at the moment, so they can't take them lightly. If Liverpool don't watch it on the day, they could easily end up losing this match. So they'll have to treat Crystal Palace with a lot of respect. They have to play a really if I see Liverpool come out the gates like they don't respect them, then Liverpool's going to lose the game. So it's going to be a very it'll probably, I think that's what the message that Jurgen Klopp is going to be trying to drill into his players. They finally got a few days rest for a change. So yeah, I think it's going to be a tough match. I think it's going to be a tough match. You see, like Mr. K says, Zaza will be, I'm actually more afraid of, I'm actually very, very worried about the match against Crystal Palace. They've got a very, very good counter-attack, right? That is one team that can really take it to an attacking team like Liverpool. So, I don't know, man. Oh, Roy Hodgson is always going to want to he's always going to do one up on Liverpool. He was a former Liverpool manager, so yeah, of course. Obafemi and Danny Ings, Danny Ings is phenomenal. I love him. Former Liverpool player. I've got a lot of respect for him. He's doing so well at Southampton. This is a very good player. Yeah, he's good. He's not bad too. Yeah. They have all been playing well. I love watching football. Right. Speaking of which, it's going to be that time. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning for me. So I want to thank everybody for popping in on today's stream. You've been absolutely fantastic. I hope, and once again, I want to thank those guys who subscribe to the channel as well. Right, so taking the time out to thank him. For Jamie Dodger, thanks for subbing. Don't worry, don't forget, if you sub to the channel, check your connections, jump in on Discord, say hi. If he hasn't connected yet, he'll definitely connect in at least in a day or two. Yeah, so you guys absolutely fantastic. You guys take care. I'm gonna call the stream. I'm gonna go and tuck in with my wife, but I just remembered my wife was out drinking the whole night. I have to go and have a few drinks first so I can go to bed. So you guys have a good one. Take care. I'll see you again soon, man. Right, you guys. Bye. Thanks for all your support. You guys take care. Bye-bye.